It's the comic book show. It's the comic book show. It's the comic book show.
Welcome back to Twin Galaxies Live, where every Wednesday at 9 p.m. PST, we do the comic book show. This is where we've gathered an all-star cast of comic book experts from around the web to bring you this week's comic book news, reviews, previews, and discussion.
Yeah.
Wes brought me a sandwich today.
And Lucas brought us his sultry voice.
Yes, I'm so sexy today.
And then he
AKA sick.
left it somewhere.
This show, if this is your very first time tuning in, overtime for editing. How about that? This show.
We're live, guys.
We're live, guys. We'll do it live.
Do it live!
This show, if it is someone else do this. if this is your first time watching this show is really all about you guys. Your comments are blown up super big on a monitor right over there. And we can read every nugget of genius like Ian Cave says sandwich.
No, I like that you heard one word and you're like, I need this to be known. Sandwich!
Sandwich.
This must be shared and looked at.
He realized how good it was.
Thank you for contributing to the show.
We're going to do a very quick round of introductions, and then we're going to get right into it. And we have a very familiar, very loved face here. He's back with us, back from the Sahara, where he was saving the world.
He was.
I
It
just made
happens.
that up right now.
That's
And
true. It's true.
You went with it.
I did.
You did.
Well, you can't deny the truth.
What'd
No,
you
you
do in
cannot.
the Sahara?
Get sand in my toes?
What? You went to this? Wait, did you just say that?
I just made it up, and he's going with it.
Yeah.
I like it.
I think these lies are truths.
I'm Ron Burgundy.
I am Jennifer Zhang. You know me from such stuff as the Batsuit music video, or my album Versus, or The Evil Inside, which is a movie that I made. I almost said The Evil Within.
Nope.
That's a different
Which is
thing.
a different thing.
It's a different thing.
It's a
Not the
different
same
thing
thing as
altogether.
what I made.
Yep.
And other stuff.
All right.
Yeah, how about that? To my left is Mr. Matt Hiscox. He is the director of Batman Death Wish, a viral Batman short film on YouTube, 1.6 million and counting. He is also the man who made the Batsuit that is featured in Toyota Esquire commercials all across Japan.
Nice.
There you go.
He's big in
He
Japan.
did
Or
it.
how
He
you
is
say
big
it in a
Japan.
sexy voice.
He's big in Japan.
Japan.
That's funny.
Japan.
Never mind.
Is it? What was that? What was that, Wes?
Because it's a penis joke.
Something about Japanese.
Wait, are we playing the penis
Wait,
game?
why?
I didn't mean it to be.
Why would Matt be big in Japan, Wes? What is it about Japan?
Because he's taller than the Asian men.
Wow. Wow.
To,
Three.
Wow.
to Matt's left is Mr. Wes Calimer. He is an accomplished Wes Calimer.
I am. I
True.
do so well at it.
Right.
Geek Hero podcast.
Yeah.
He was a filmmaker cutting veggies.
I am. That was the thing I did.
Look that up. He made that.
Google it.
Lesbians love it. If you're a lesbian, you already
Big
know
fan.
about it.
Big fan.
This guy.
People at Xena conventions love me.
Too bad there are
As
more
they
of them.
should.
Oh, not lesbians. There's plenty of those. Xena conventions. That's what he means.
I was about to say, there are no more lesbians.
No,
there's
we're
a
not
ton.
making genocide jokes.
There's a.
That was
Sheesh.
like 2 weeks ago.
And also a contributor for therealstanley.com, and also Blast Off Comics, and also
Boing boing.
Boing Boing.
Boing,
Boing
boing.
boing.net.
The porn site.
There you go, guys. We bring you the experts and porn stars. To his left is Mr. Lawrence Young.
Hello.
You have been sorely missed, sir,
Yep.
and he's returned to us where he belongs and where he may never leave again.
Oh, geesh. There it is. A captive.
I super
History
glued your
repeats.
seat.
There it is.
He's
At least it wasn't a genocide joke. just a black joke. It's just a black joke.
he is the man, the voice, the creator, the brain behind
Fantastic
Forum, and I was deciding which one to go first.
Oh.
Fantastic Forum or Gekken
Yeah.
podcasts, both of them.
They're fun times. Yeah.
He's a seasoned podcaster,
Hello.
a long-time comic fan,
Indeed.
and a distributor, disseminator of comic knowledge, long before the fanciness of video.
Vidya.
He's also just a swell guy.
Thank you.
Swell guy.
Swell.
I work hard at it.
You don't have to.
He is a
That's
fine
like-
American.
He is. He's
Right.
fine.
Yes.
I'm trying hard to become the nation's premier West Calimer.
Well, keep trying.
I'm trying hard. All right, now I'm the understudy.
Yeah. Just push him down the stairs. I saw it in a movie.
That's how I solve all my problems. You'll never be me. And that's just when like people give me a parking ticket. Like it's really, they get confused, but they die. I don't get parking tickets though, so it's totally cool.
Murder is funny.
Murder, not genocide.
Right.
I don't kill all the parking
Small
meter people.
scale.
Small scale.
Small scale.
And to Lawrence's left is Mr. Lucas Ackerman. He is the head of the movement that is 1 million to save Wolverine and the X-Men. He
gonna do it.
is single-handedly leading the charge to bring back this show that's been off the air for
4 years.
4 years.
We're this much closer.
And he still believes. He still believes.
Oh wait, no, it's 5 years now.
Oh.
I just lost a year of my life.
That
I
makes,
just lost a year of my
makes it
life.
seem a bit more daunting.
That face was so heartbreaking. We actually saw real pain. Real pain on his face.
Well,
I see
it's
when I
probably
push
because
people
I
down.
am in pain. I'm having hot sweats. So
He's
hot.
having hot sweats.
So hot.
Fan him.
My sexy voice doesn't make up for how hot I am.
Can't even fan anymore.
You can join Lucas's movement by clicking on a link that I believe, thanks to our dear guru, may or may not pop up in the chat.
Maybe.
No.
Maybe not.
Oh. Bots are down, guys.
The bots aren't pleased
Well,
with us right now.
Go
Someone
to Face-
killed Guru Bot.
Go.
I bet it was this guy who
Yep,
likes to
I
joke
bet.
about murder.
Guru bot, you give me a ticket.
You'll never be me.
You'll never beat me. I have a very strange disorder. I don't even know if there's a name for it.
I'm not Wes. I'm not Wes. I'm not Wes.
I swear to God, if you're me. You're trying to be me.
A little bit.
The resemblance is uncanny.
Go to Facebook and look up 1 million to save Wolverine and the X-Men. Click that like button, and you'll be giving this man a reason to live.
Because I
One.
need him.
That was so sweet. First segment of the
my
night
God.
is always
The Daily Planet.
Yeah.
It's where we fill you guys in on all of the news that's happened the past week revolving around all of your favorite comic book characters.
So guys, you guys are talking a lot about Hugh Jackman in the chat right now. Well, guess what? He's going to be putting himself to work because James Mangold, the director of The Wolverine, announced that the sequel to The Wolverine, which will take place after the future events of Days of Future Past, will begin filming in early 2016. The film is slated to be released on March 3rd, 2017, and will be the 4th X-Men film in a 13-month period,
Jeez.
following Deadpool, X-Men Apocalypse, and the Gambit solo film.
Magic Gambit.
Many are describing the Wolverine sequel as X-Men 4 since Patrick Stewart is seemingly attached. Does it mean that we'll see other familiar faces in the film? I hope so.
Question for the chat and for you guys: is 4 X-Men films in 1 year too many?
Yes.
I mean,
That's
not
too
if they're
many numbers.
good.
What?
I said, not if they're good.
Okay, I'm gonna say no. But I'll tell you this: Deadpool is gonna be awesome. X-Men Apocalypse is gonna be great, and the only one questionable is the Gambit solo film. So we'll see how
Why?
that goes.
What do you have against that?
Because Channing Tatum.
Well, Kuragari's saying it right there. Gambit solo film equals Channing Tatum being awful.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I will say, I personally don't have much faith in Apocalypse, another Wolverine, or the Gambit film. Only Deadpool is the only one that I'm thinking is going to be good, and that's because Ryan Reynolds is kind of created to play that role.
Check this out, bro. You just took a reason for him
Not to live anymore.
Not live anymore.
Oh,
No, and
Took
this
away
guy
from him.
tries to claim that he's a more bigger X-Men fan than me sometimes.
He is more bigger than you.
Well,
Forever Player wants more X-Men films than that.
yeah.
I Am AI says cannot wait for Deadpool.
Is I
And
Am AI like Ultron 0.5?
Ultron, get out of our chat.
Okay. There's
Stop
no
it,
strings
you.
on us, okay? Go away. I
Stop it, you.
So good.
don't like it.
Captain Kabooms, what the hell? Captain Kaboom
What'd he
says
say?
earlier in the chat, I was reading it, he said something like, Italian beef all in this mother.
What?
Is he
The
calling
bald
you
guy's
guys?
like, shut up, it's my turn to talk. You're all lower than me.
That is an accurate interpretation of West.
This is my show! You are all welcome to be here because I say it so.
Wait, now you can't read your news.
Just don't pretend to be Wes. He'll kill you.
I will murder you.
After I printed it and everything, Wes,
Yeah,
jeez.
Don't speak up
So-
to me.
To our
Do you
public
want
fans.
to fix this?
Like, how dare you raise your voice to me? I'm sorry. How dare you lower your voice
I
to me?
let you be higher than me on the chair. You're welcome.
We're all higher than you.
Shut up, I'm not tall.
Jennifer, do
That's
you
all I
want to...
have.
Sure. Am I doing this one?
No, do you want to fix that?
Oh no.
What's happening? Currently offline. Oh,
The internet has failed us.
Yep.
Yay.
You have
Oh my
failed
god, I
this
love that
city.
little emoticon thing. I
Yeah,
gotta
he's
use
like,
that.
You
That's great.
failed this city on rock and
We
roll.
failed to do more stuff than that.
Giveaways. Okay.
I'll just keep talking because I think everyone likes to hear my sexy talking voice now. So, my sticky
All right.
shoes.
What is that?
Matt-
Okay.
We
Okay,
back?
I guess we're
You
done.
good?
I think we're back. What else do we
Okay,
have?
moving on.
Totally
And we're
back. Whatever that was.
So
Whatever
Jada Pinkett Smith, who plays Fish Mooney on Gotham, revealed that she won't be returning for season 2. Oh no! Oh no! You make the show so much better. You don't. You suck.
Oh,
She says I don't think so.
As a response.
That was her response. Yes, for the reprisal for the second season of Gotham. She said, I signed on for a year, and you know, the year is up. That is how contracts work. She did go on to say that there are some great things coming ahead on the show. Spoiler alert. This is dumb because it doesn't have anything to do with it. Because she just got a new eye. You're terrible. Don't come back to the show. That's the news article. Let's move on. I don't want to talk
You
about
know what's
it.
crazy about
Whoa.
that,
It
though?
was awful.
Is this
Because
something
the
that happened on
talk
the
show-
show?
Yeah, but it was nullified because she just got a new eye in like a minute. And now it's green or blue or some
She
shit.
scooped out her eyeball and stepped
stupid.
on
Okay,
it.
wait.
That
you
did
guys-
happen.
There's a
Stupid.
giant spoiler alert before that. So if you're going to tell people that, you should probably say, spoiler alert. before
It
you
wasn't
say that,
caps.
but-
Oh, sorry, guys.
It wasn't. But again, you know what? It doesn't matter
Alright,
because she
back.
goes, I'm gonna scoop my eye out because it totally makes sense. It doesn't make any sense. And then she steps on it, and then like the guy, Mr. Dullmacher, it was really subtle, guys. He makes her a new eye, and it's blue, and she's all like, oh, I got 2 different colored eyes. This makes me badass. It doesn't. It just makes you like a freak that can't act.
Hey, Greg.
Hey,
Hey, Greg.
How you doing?
Mr. Lakalaka says I really had wished Sean William Scott was Deadpool instead of Ryan Reynolds. Huh? I never thought of that.
He's my second choice.
You think good?
Really?
I think
Stifler?
he could
Yeah,
be.
I don't like it.
He could
Huh.
be fat now. I'm not sure.
No, he was just on Sunday in Philadelphia. Looks good.
You know, that was very polarizing news because I saw some people be like, they'd be all like, finally, and some people were like, no, I love Fish Mooney.
No, she's awful.
I like her.
She is the worst part of that show. That's why I stopped watching. She's
I don't
awful.
think
like
she's
her.
the worst.
She's not a good actress. The character makes no sense. Her motivations are so skewed.
I mean, isn't the Riddler the worst part of that show?
No, he's so much less worse
built up.
than
No,
her.
really?
No.
Oh,
He's great.
oh
he's
no, I
alright,
think
yeah.
it's terrible.
We were showing an infomercial in the
But
corner.
honestly, I don't like anybody on that show.
Yeah,
except
Well,
for Corleone.
quick cinder, I agree. Fish Mooney does suck, but Gotham is pretty good. Okay, he's a pretty good show. You just have to keep watching it and let go of some stuff that you care about Batman.
Looks like Chris Lee wants some movie news. We've got more movie news for you, Chris Lee.
Yeah.
We do. So, here we go. A recent report from the NPD Group states that sales for Spider-Man products have spiked following the announcement of Spider-Man joining the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Woo.
Paul Gitter, Disney's Consumer Products Senior VP of Marvel Licensing, said the announcement has ignited the marketplace with what's to come with Spider-Man in the future. The retail community is rallying behind Spider-Man in a pretty significant way. It should be noted that last year, Spider-Man accumulated over $1 billion in global retail sales. So, I mean, Spider-Man isn't hurting for money, or Spider-Man merchandise. You know, it's moving
And it's
already.
just going up.
Yeah.
Indeed.
No, yeah. There's nothing else to say about
That's
that, right?
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man's in the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
I like that
seller.
whole
Big
news
seller.
prompt was Spider-Man is making money.
Right. Right. In
He's-
other news,
He's now making more money.
Well, I think earlier this year we actually reported that Spider-Man was the top grossing superhero in the world
Yeah,
this
that's
last
right,
year.
that's right.
So, yeah, even without a real major motion picture presence.
Yeah.
It's just,
I mean, Amazing
Jennifer,
Spider-Man
Jennifer,
Sorry.
the audience really wants to know about your sandwich.
Oh, it was delicious. But I didn't have a sandwich. I had a chicken pot pie.
It's true.
So Forever Player says, "Who wants to be my Gotham watching buddy?" And Mecha Jordan says, "Me." And then Kurgari says, "Who wants to watch awful crap with Forever Player?"
Well, guys, if you are
Guys.
interested in watching Gotham, it's for free on Fox Now. You guys can download the app on your Xbox or on your PlayStation, or you can check it out online. So if you guys are behind, you can see all the episodes for free.
Yeah, it's a fun
We're
show.
checking out.
I think it's on
Polarizing.
Fox.com as well.
Oh no,
Yeah,
you
I think
didn't
so.
see that. The person who said that said, "Oh no, I was being completely sarcastic when I said that."
Oh, good. Okay.
Yeah. Moving on.
Yes, indeed.
That was you.
No, nobody gave you that one.
This one?
Oh, we're skipping the. Okay, well, there's stuff that we're skipping, so nobody really cares about heroes anyway. So we're gonna.
Yeah, we
we're
don't
gonna
have to
ditch that
skip
one.
it.
Oh, because we can't load the video. That's right.
He's got
got
it
the
now,
video.
Matt.
So we are doing that one.
You can
now.
do it now.
Okay, well then.
Yay.
The first episode of Sony's Powers premiered, and it's free to view on YouTube. Here's the look at what Season 1 has in store.
Oh,
Thank you.
we are in a video.
Chicken pot, chicken pot, chicken pot pie. No,
So moist.
it is. Oh,
Oh, we got
look
a
at that,
little
Chess.
screen. Yes.
No heroes. What is this?
Powers.
I watched the episode last night. It's not
It's a
bad.
good comic.
Dangerous. Dangerous.
Is that Mark Hamill? Hey, Mark Hamill.
Oh. Everybody's overacting.
Some pretty good graphics there.
I have a feeling though that the comic is better than the show.
That's how it always is.
Though I mean, it was pretty good from what I saw last night.
He said
Whoa.
fuck.
Oh my god, he's the guy from Maleficent. He's the evil king guy.
From,
Yeah,
That guy, he was in
District 9.
yeah. Yeah.
what was that one?
Whoa.
Across the Universe.
He's the what?
He was in Across the Universe.
Oh, I didn't watch a girl film, so.
It's not a girl film. It's about the freaking Beatles.
But Naked is saying the audio isn't working the way we think it is. Microphones are still on during the video. Brilliant.
She's a pretty
Good
good
thing we didn't
actress.
say the fuck word.
I liked her.
Fuck.
So is that something we're gonna fix in the future? Or?
Yes. Everything that is broken will eventually be fixed.
This looks pretty good.
What's
These
broken?
transitions.
FX does some
We're
good
in
stuff.
a transitioning.
This is Sony's
PlayStation.
PlayStation Network.
No, FX bought this.
No.
Yeah, they did.
Are they gonna show it on FX?
I think, yeah, because they bought it.
I think you were making things up now, Wes.
But they didn't make it though.
Thank
You
you,
guys,
Five.
this looks scary. This looks scary, guys.
That looks good.
So guys, that was the comic book show remix where you got our commentary over it because we were totally involved with how that was made and stuff.
You're welcome.
They could hear us?
Yeah, they could
The
hear
whole
everything we
time,
said over the whole thing.
apparently.
So sorry about that, guys. But you can watch 2 other episodes that premiered only on the PlayStation Network, and it's free of charge for PlayStation Plus members. New episodes are going to premiere every Tuesday. Check it out.
Oh, now you did
Indeed.
Batman Arkham Knight one.
Yeah, and then we're jumping to another one. Many were surprised by the M for Mature rating given to the upcoming Batman Arkham Knight game. The Entertainment Software Ratings Board explained the rating, saying large bloodstains / pools of blood appear in crime scenes and in the aftermath of violent acts, and a person torturing a character on a bloody operating table. Apparently the game also shows you and allows you to shoot unarmed characters and a hostage. Even dirty language will be a part of the dialogue, along with neon street signs saying live nude girls and XXX. All were accounted for when the decision was made for the rating. Will this keep you from purchasing your own copy? Arkham Knight is less than 3 months away, hitting shelves on June 2nd. Maybe there will be a Hot Coffee Part 2.
What are your thoughts?
Wait, hold your thoughts, because
Hold
nobody
that.
wants
Pause.
to play Infinite
Hold that
Crisis for more than 5 minutes or something.
It's Tony
Because
the
I
Tiger.
can't find.
You still do stuff?
They're
I can't find the screen where they're still
Kind of.
playing.
That was Tony. That's my impression of the
guys.
sexy Tony the Tiger.
Do it again.
They're great!
And it sounds like a dying grandmother that smokes a lot.
Really? Can you light my cigarette for me, sweetie?
There it is.
Light it up for me.
Yep.
There we go.
That's what I heard.
Did it. Okay. Thoughts?
What are your thoughts, Matt?
Well, Tony the Tiger's amazing.
He's so good. He's so good.
He's great.
His cereal's not
He's
as good as him.
great.
Uh,
It's him, right?
Twin Galaxies Live says I'm unable to download adult videos.
So we can't use the porn segment later of Catelyn stripping and making out with chicks because she's bi now.
He's
Oh, we
not-
have that one though.
It's his private collection though.
All right, we're good on that one.
I see.
It's vintage.
It's vintage.
You shouldn't be allowed to rate a game M if there aren't boobs, says Face Poppies. That's interesting. That's very American of you.
We should work for the rating.
I gotta say I'm kind of curious about it because I mean there was that game that came out not that long ago where you had to pretend to be a terrorist and you could shoot hostages, but it was an option. You didn't have to shoot them. It was in an airport. I want to say it was.
Oh, you're
part
talking about Call of Duty.
Yeah, I want to say it was one of the Call of Duty
Yeah, it
games.
was.
But that got a mature rating, obviously for guns and violence and stuff. I can't imagine that the Batman games have that much, but maybe it's just the graphic nature of blood that seems to be. I don't know.
I think
content
I
of the
know
story.
why we're getting a mature rating.
Why?
You're also able to play as Harley Quinn and as Red Hood.
Yeah, with the.
And with Harley Quinn, who
Oh.
knows what you're gonna do? Bang bang!
Yahtzee.
Mr. J.
Nobody. Sultan Arkham.
Yahtzee?
I mean, I think they've addressed this in so many different ways at this point, right? They said that when the M rating came down, they had the option of changing stuff, and they're like, nah.
I wouldn't.
Because they're like, it's going to be a great game, and some of this stuff is very significant. So
Let's
they're-
face it. Even if you're a kid, if you want to play this game, you're gonna play this game.
yeah,
So
I
What
know
else?
personally, I've only been carded for buying a game only one time, and that was Conker's Bad Fur Day.
God, that
back
was
in
such
the,
a good game.
Oh yeah, awesome game.
That
But-
game you should totally be carded for.
Yeah, but it was the only game that I've ever went into a store and that was M rated. That they were like, yeah, I need to see ID. I'm like, what?
That flower had giant boobs.
Yeah, and the Pooh Monster was awesome. The Pooh Opera.
Did you play the Reloaded on Xbox?
I did not, even though I do have it, but I
good
didn't
too.
play it because I didn't have time.
Kuragari says I want to be able to curb stomp bad guys as Batman. Has Batman ever curb stomped
He
anybody?
pretty much already does, but they it's one of the end fight animatics from Arkham Origins where he'll drop a knee on somebody's head, but it's a knockout.
Right.
I'm just picturing from American History X that guy putting his teeth up.
Yeah.
You can hear it chattering on
Ugh.
the sidewalk.
Bad news.
And the multiplayer for Conkers was amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Were you the little Jewish squirrels going across the things, trying not to get shot? It was so much fun.
Well, Bucket Naked says the M rating will probably be better for business. Well,
Yeah.
certainly drummed up a lot of controversies.
Woo!
I
There
mean,
you go.
buy your games online. They don't card you there. Right?
Look at
They don't card you for anything.
Lucas
We're giving you tips.
aiding and abetting
So if you're
minus
like
here.
13 years old and you want this game, come to me. I'll give you a lot of tips.
Indeed.
So moving on.
Yes, indeed.
Sorry guys, no refunds. Guardians of the Galaxy director James Gunn let it slip that Marvel Studios won't have a presence at this year's San Diego Comic-Con. Say what? Has SDCC gotten too stale for them for even Marvel to make an appearance? Though there hasn't been an official announcement yet, Marvel Studios will more than likely have a huge presence at Disney's D23 Expo
D23.
the following month. D23.
Yeah.
This is
so-
a really smart move, I think, honestly, because right now they're competing with the rest of the circus.
Yeah.
And D23 is its own thing. All the hardcore fans are there anyway.
Yeah.
Yep.
They can service their own people, and they don't have to.
They
don't have to cater to-
Comic-Con or anybody. Here's the other thing. Marvel proved that they don't need Comic-Con or any other organization's help when they remember the secret event that they announced all their
yeah.
films at.
Yeah.
They sent out a secret letter and it was huge. It took up the internets for days.
I wanted to go.
So Feige, and also I think this has something to do with. Remember, Joaquin Phoenix was almost Doctor Strange, and Kevin Feige was about to announce him at Comic-Con, but for whatever reason, negotiations didn't go through, and Feige was like, "Oh, we still have superheroes, Comic-Con." So I think he released this way. He could release news on his schedule, and it's I don't know. It's actually a really big deal. Might change Comic-Con and everything for
Well, I mean,
a
if you already
lot.
bought your ticket, you're going to show up anyway. And I'm
Well,
sure
yeah, but-
maybe even if Marvel Studios isn't going to be there, Marvel's definitely going to be there.
Of course,
Yeah,
of course.
Are they going to have a presence on the floor
Yeah.
versus are they going to have a presence in Hall H?
Yeah.
And honestly,
Right.
I'm not sure how this works, but I would have to imagine they're paying through the nose to get those stars to do that one day there, to literally interrupt filming of Guardians of the Galaxy to get everybody there.
Sure.
That's money lost on the production, and it's probably money spent on getting them to show up.
Yep.
So
I wouldn't
probably
be
a smart choice.
I wouldn't be surprised too if Marvel ends up just having their own convention at sometime in the real near future. Because I mean,
Well, I think that's what D23 would be, just because Disney is their parent company.
Yeah, but I wouldn't be surprised if they have a presence at D23 and then end up having Marvel whatever Mania, MarvelCon, right? Exactly, you know, their own thing to do there, so they can have their comic presence, their merchandising, their TV, their movies. I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, it's a big deal.
Well, TV news now. We're going to go a little small scale. If you're not caught up with The Flash, you may want to close your eyes. The CW has whipped up some footage teasing the next few episodes, including Mark Hamill's return as the Trickster. So that's your official warning. Close your eyes if you don't want to see the clip that's going to play right about now.
Good timing.
Can they hear us?
Yes, they can hear us.
What was that? He just had a freak out.
Oh, who's that? Is that...
They can
His
still
plucky
hear us. They can
sidekick.
still hear us over all the videos, guys.
No, they can't. Neo says he fixed it.
Oh.
Oh, I see. Who's that chick?
She was on Smallville as Lois Lane's sister.
Oh my God, we're gonna hear him like the Joker and stuff. Interesting. Wow. A zombie. It's the first time I care about that.
Fascinating.
We're being joined by Genfo.
Hi, Jedfo! How you doing?
Hello.
She's fine. She just came from PAX East. She got to work and or play at the Infinite Crisis booth.
It's awesome.
We're so
Nice.
jealous.
Very good.
Which, guys, we'll just really quickly go into the sidebar for that. New piece of news, Infinite Crisis is finally coming out of beta. It's going to be available on Steam.
Wow.
And there's an all-new champion that's been announced, Crypto. So you'll be able to play as Crypto
The super dog. Matt's really excited about that.
I am, actually. The alternate skin is the
Super
wolf
excited.
skin.
Ah, that's cool.
It's pretty cool.
Wait, are you excited about it, or is Jen excited about it? Because I read something totally different on our Twitter. Follow us on Twitter.
That's right.
Good
We
segue.
tweet occasionally.
Yep.
We're
Yep.
learning.
You're learning.
Yes.
What else
I
is
am
happening,
learning.
guys?
I don't know, Lawrence, what's going on?
Next, forget that new car you're saving up for because there's a 10-foot tall Hulkbuster statue calling your name. This life-size, movie-accurate depiction made by Beast Kingdom can be yours for only $21,500. That's all. Barely anything, right? Drop in the bucket. Look,
Crap.
if that's too pricey or not enough for you, other prop replicas from Avengers Age of Ultron will be made available for fans as well. So, you know, you can get that and something else.
Can you get in it, though?
Yeah, it's a working
It's
suit.
it's a statue.
Obviously.
You know
I
what's
mean-
amazing
What
to
if
me
you
about that
hollow it
photo?
out and get in it?
What's amazing?
What's amazing to me about that photo is that thing's supposed to be 10 feet tall. How short do you think those guys are in the background?
It's a good call.
Like, they've got to just be tiny.
Well, he's standing farther away, but still, yeah. Just want to say, if you have the room and the money to get this, fuck you.
Dang.
Fuck you.
Okay. All right. Got it.
Or become one of Comic Book Show's sponsors. 'Cause
That's
we can
good,
always
right.
use the extra cash flow.
See?
Hey, you guys, look, we can't even buy real branded water. We have to drink generic, label-less water.
I don't know what you're talking about. I've got Batman Cola.
Batman Cola, brought to you by nothing.
It's
Batman
thing now.
Cola.
We could put it like right here if someone gets it for us.
Yeah, we'll just move this
It
couch.
could fit.
We'll put it in Neo's office, and then Neo will have to work somewhere else.
Yeah.
That'll be bad.
Yep.
He'll be able to get into the suit and work from inside the
We
suit.
can hollow it out.
I would do it.
What else? Oh, it's my turn.
Yay.
That's
Yeah.
girl
Must be girl
news.
news.
Go
Over the
then.
past week, we got our first look at actress Melissa Benoist, Is that the right way, or has it been noised? Because I
Benoist?
really hope it's not benoist.
What?
No.
All right, good.
No.
Benoit.
No.
What?
The
No,
S,
no, no,
The S
no.
makes it not
No,
Benoit.
no, no,
They're
no.
not
don't-
Benoit.
It's not Benoit. right.
Well, I don't like saying benoist. I hope it's not benoist.
We're just gonna say it's benoist.
How about B?
Melissa B.
MB.
donning her
on.
Supergirl outfit for the upcoming television series. Let's take a look. Oscar winner Colleen Atwood designed the suit, and she said, "I'm designing Supergirl. I wanted to embrace the past, but more importantly, thrust her into the street-style action hero of today." What do y'all think? I know the internet was like, "Not sexy enough. Need more legs showing."
What?
Literally.
You-
Yeah.
No.
Well-
I think that's true, but only because like it's not that it needs to be more sexy. It just seems like those little like stockings. It just seems like, well, what happens if that piece of thigh shows? I don't think anything.
That's true.
'Cause
Yeah,
it's-
they've covered her up completely.
Right, and it's like
a lot.
I think it's just the stockings. Everything else looks great.
This is the one time that Hollywood was like, "Hey guys, let's keep it modest." It's like, hey, too much skin.
I get it though, because if she's flying around in a skirt, you can see up her skirt, but if she's wearing leggings or stockings, that's less of a...
That is
That's
not
a
my
concern.
concern, Jennifer saying.
Yeah.
I am an audience member, and whatever the show shows is the show's issue. Not mine.
My honest opinion about it is I'm actually surprised that they used the S. I had a feeling that they were going to get around from using the S.
What?
For some reason.
Why?
Because,
What, it should be called, like-
television is weird, okay?
Like
Television is weird.
should be some girl.
It's like an SO.
Some
I
girl.
just had a feeling.
Also, she's like Irish looking. She's got
Well,
like red hair.
I think it's just the lighting in this picture. It makes her hair look strawberry blonde.
strawberry-ish.
But they were releasing behind the scenes pictures today on set, and she looked pretty blonde.
Yeah.
On set.
What about you?
So-
What do you think?
Well, there are other photos of it. This is
Okay.
just the biggest photo of it. Surely enough, she is blonde. It's just not very well lit in this image.
Okay.
I don't know. I could go real nitpicky about the whole thing. I think it's got the...
Well, as a
embodiment-
costume designer.
Right, I could
Yeah.
go real into it. Colleen Atwood has been trying to design Superman stuff for years. She worked unsuccessfully on the Nicolas Cage project that never came out. So she's been trying to do this for years, and for her, it's it's awesome that she got the opportunity to do it. I think everybody has their Supergirl that they wanted to see. It's maybe not going to please everybody, but I think it holds true enough to the character that it's going to be great. So.
Helen Slater is my Supergirl.
I tell you what, it's a lot more modest than the New 52 Supergirl outfit. Like that joint's like a swimsuit.
That's a problem.
And the knees are all out.
Yeah.
When the comic is like, "Oh no, the comic is too racy. Let's watch the TV show." That's weird.
And what's with the red square over her vagina?
I don't know.
Is that to cover up?
Let's call her bombs, Lucas.
Wow.
God, keep it PG,
Okay,
bro.
what's with the box over her vagina?
Moving on.
Wait, people are chiming in on the Supergirl thing.
Okay.
Somebody suggested a question mark instead of an S, per Lucas's suggestion. E-Man says it's a little boring. Guru liked Smallville Supergirl. Captain Kaboom says pot pie.
Apple pie pie.
The S logo is for stocking, says Quickfender.
The S is for sexy hot damn, not on TV. The S is for like really, really simple.
And Bucket Naked is calling the comics version of the Supergirl filthy knee slut.
Whoa.
Just giving it all away. In this
Filthy knee slut.
Giving it all away for free.
Too
There it
much.
is.
Showing
There.
too much.
Your knees would be filthy.
Not me, not
would
today,
be.
guys.
You know, bro, I
I'm
saw
a good girl.
her knee dimples. It was hot. It was really hot.
In the veins over her knee.
It's so
Oh
sexy.
God, it's just.
So to hype
me up.
fans even more about the upcoming Suicide Squad film, actress Cara Delevingne.
Why do you name your kids this?
I don't know.
That's their last
Day
name.
Levine.
Why do you name your last name?
Levine.
Just Day Levine.
Day Levine.
There you go.
Will betray. It's cool, man. Just take a minute.
The way he says it makes it funny.
Delevingne.
Day Levine.
It's Day Levine. Cara D, who will portray Enchantress, said the film is going to blow people's brains out, literally. What?
Literally, not even
Okay.
metaphorically.
Oh, she doesn't know what figuratively means. In any case, Suicide Squad is set to hit theaters August 5th, 2016. Will you risk it?
Matt
You
wants
risk
to
getting your brains blown out.
go further with that.
Well, that's. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Suicide Squad or if you watched Assault on Arkham, but one of the long-running things that's been in Suicide Squad is that members of Suicide Squad have a control bomb planted in their brain.
Yep.
So if they ever try and go rogue, so when she's saying that it will blow people's brains literally, I think they're going with a really dark adaptation of the Suicide Squad group, and I would love to see them blow off like. I don't
Will
know.
Smith's head.
Yeah,
No,
yeah, probably not Will Smith, but like King Shark.
He saved
like they
Earth.
did in Assault on Arkham. Or
he saved Earth.
Welcome to Earth.
Well, that's good for Earth.
I love it. Big fan of Earth.
Mr. Laka Laka says if Will Smith wasn't Deadshot, I'd watch it. What? What do you
No.
have against Will Smith? He saved Earth.
He's the Fresh Prince of the DC universe.
He lives like right down the street from here, guys.
He
The
does.
lair's like right there.
He could possibly.
Sure.
I like Telebro's interpretation. Welcome to Planet Elf. Well, just really quickly, in related news, actor Joel Kinnaman has confirmed that he will in fact be replacing Tom Hardy in Suicide Squad as Rick Flag. We reported this to you earlier. We were totally on the money.
We
Comic
know
book
things.
show.
We know things.
Giving you the money shots.
And this just in.
Oh.
We have a breaking news that. Wait, hold on. I have to do that again. Wait, guys, hold on.
What?
This just in. We have breaking news that Ultron and his evil army of robots have been defeated, and we have the Avengers to thank once again. We now go to our reporter on the scene, Danny Powell, for more. Danny?
We're in video.
What?
Oh, is this from
Yeah, Saturday Night Live.
Saturday Night Live? Okay.
Oh yeah, this was funny. This
That was
really
great,
funny.
yeah.
I like how he doesn't. He just keeps his regular accent.
Thank you, 10.
Just kidding. That was a scene from last Saturday Night Live's episode in which actor Chris
Chris
How the
Hemsworth.
heck did I pronounce Chris
Cricket.
wrong? Of all the names tonight that we've been butchering, I messed up Chris.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was weird.
Chris Hemsworth hosted to promote Avengers Age of Ultron.
It really needed the help. It
I
did.
know, it really-
Need the push.
there-
Wait, there's another Avengers movie
It
coming
was a
out?
real...
I think.
What?
But for whatever reason, now we know Asgard is in the land down under. So that's
Indeed.
cool.
That is weird that he chose to keep the accent.
I thought it was great.
But there's the lesbian news isn't on here.
What?
Lesbian news?
The lesbian news. You know, director of Cutting Veggies.
I'm
You
not.
should be on top
I
of
didn't
stuff.
make it for lesbians. They just
Listen to
happen
me.
to like it.
The Harley Quinn Poison Ivy thing. No, never mind.
Oh,
Oh,
your
no,
cookie
yeah.
Look
jar.
it up, guys.
That's next week.
Oh, it's
for
next.
us.
Okay, cool. Next week, guys, lesbians.
Lesbian news. Next time, you've just been newsed.
That's the news.
No, that's not. Nope, there's 3 more.
There's more.
I'm just gonna stay and look at you.
Nope. It's okay, Lucas. Do you
Okay.
have the next one?
Real quick, Hollywood Reporter has confirmed that Jeremy Renner will indeed be appearing in Captain America Civil War. So fear not, we'll be seeing more of our second favorite Archer.
Oh, there's
No,
another.
he is my first favorite.
Like, I don't understand.
I did not write this.
Who's the first one?
Arrow.
Arrow.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Arrow.
Well,
Yeah.
one of them has a series that's ongoing that he's the star of. The
Oh,
other
we'll
one
be
is
talking
Lucky
about
when he
Hawkeye
shows
later
up in
on.
a movie.
Only,
about Hawkeye.
only one of those archers has an award-winning comic book. That's all I'm saying.
Ooh.
Well, then I wanna. I
And
just
someone
wanna-
else had to change their comic book to be more like a TV show.
But Bucket Naked says, "That's not a hammer. This is a hammer." That's
And
awesome.
Protoss Musketeer says awkward.
That's good.
All right.
That's good. This is why the show. This is why
Cause
the
he's
show
happy,
has chat.
Quickcinder. Cause he's happy.
What happened?
Yeah, that's why you laugh so much.
Oh, yeah, I am happy. I
happy
don't tell
about
you.
life.
Look, these guys are entertaining. I don't know what to tell you.
He loves life. He loves living. Join him, won't you?
He's
There it is.
living a delightful existence.
Yeah.
So, you guys, speculation seems to be running rampant after another casting notice has been released for CW's DC team-up show, suggesting that we'll be seeing Rip Hunter the Time Traveler, Fury, or the female Wildcat, and possibly Static Shock. Possibly.
How can Nick Fury be in this? That doesn't make any sense. It's DC.
No, Fury. Fury.
Not the same.
Not Nick Fury, different Fury.
Not the same thing.
No, trust me, there's no reason to know who that Fury is.
One of them needs to change their name.
No reason.
That's why I'm hoping
One
for
of
a
them
while.
needs to change their name.
Yeah,
But
agreed.
you guys, Static Shock hype. Look at this. Watch the chat as it catches up with what we just said.
Well,
Yeah.
there's a Static Shock web series in the works, wasn't there?
What?
They were talking
Does
about
that-
doing some of the DC Nation stuff. for
Yeah.
Does
Static
that
Shock.
scrap that and they're just gonna...
DC Nation doesn't seem to be able to hold together their production schedule for a lot of their
Stuff.
independent, well, they're specifically branded DC Nation
Yeah.
stuff. They don't seem to have real release dates or regular release schedules. So, but you're right, the Static Shock hype is starting to.
Quicksender, you know what's funny? I'm not sure if he's serious, but he says, I don't live. I have a rare disease, cardiostopolis, where my heart doesn't beat, you insensitive bastard.
Well, knowing that now, I stand by it.
I think Black Spider has Rip Hunter hype. I'm pretty
All
stoked
right.
on it, too. Especially if Flash is going to
Alright.
start to time travel too.
Yeah, it's funny because Rip Hunter is actually one of the guys in the DC universe that I really like for some
Yeah.
reason, but there's
Oh,
no
yeah?
good reason to. Like, the Rip Hunter's like kind of plain and normal, but
I like the
he
regular
does his
Wildcat.
thing.
Like
Yeah,
the-
Wildcat's cool.
But not, I don't female. Like, all right.
Why you gotta hate on the women?
Come on,
I
it's
don't.
1991 all over again. Wildcat's female now. Well, to all the people who are hating on women right now, to all the sexist and anti-feminist people out there,
This
fear
one's
not.
for you.
That's for you guys.
It looks like the Ghostbuster franchise isn't being left solely in the hands of 4 females.
Oh my
Reports are
God.
starting to trickle in that Anthony and Joe Russo have tapped Drew Pierce to write another Ghostbusters film based around a male team starring Channing Tatum and Chris Pratt.
Chris Pratt
The
did
casting
everything.
is still rumors. Channing Tatum is looking more and more positive. Chris Pratt is still kind of rumor. But who knows? Well, as more news comes in, we'll be sure to let you know on our Facebook, on our Twitter, and obviously on
Here.
the live show.
That's weird. What do you guys think about that? It
I-
made people kind of mad.
I've heard that the idea of this one with the all guys is because of Channing Tatum and Chris Pratt's real life friendship. So
Oh.
they're like, oh man, you guys would make a great movie. Let's put ghosts in there with it.
And Channing Tatum has been in discussions with Dan Aykroyd about the idea, along with Ivan Reitman, saying that Ghostbusters should be more of a franchise that hits all demographics rather than just targeting.
Does anyone want just a regular Ghostbusters sequel starring our favorite Ghostbusters?
Except for
No.
the one that's no longer
This,
I
you
wanna see
gotta-
Bill Murray. And
I honestly wouldn't mind if there was no more Ghostbusters movies.
yeah, I wouldn't mind, but since we're getting
no,
them,
no, no.
I'm just
since
saying.
we don't have a choice, we're
does-
getting them.
It doesn't hurt me either way.
I will say that I was actually I like the idea of the female Ghostbusters team, and I think it had the legs on it. Like I think it could be really good, but
Have to bring legs into it. Don't you?
I know, but I mean,
He's like,
it's-
check out the gams on those
it's
Ghostbusters.
just it was interesting to me the idea that everybody's like, oh wow, like what's the gimmick? And it's like, why can't like 4 women just get together and do something without guys? Like, why is that
Talk more about that.
I understand. I was like, what? Why is it so strange? Like, as if women don't do anything without us.
I think we would all love to see 4 women get together and do stuff without guys.
I will see the film just because of Kristen Wiig. I love Kristen Wiig.
She's
Yes.
great.
And that's the news.
Now you've been newsed. Ooh-ja!
Yeah.
Yeah,
God, every time in the wide shot, guys.
Not today.
In the what shot?
In the wide shot, you gotta get it out of the shot.
In the
Yeah.
fatty
You
shot.
gotta throw it
My
out.
paper plane didn't go.
You gotta throw it out of frame.
Get your
Put
Quinjet.
it on the frame, baby. So moving on, we're gonna hit up the Danger Room. That's where Team DC, me and Matt, versus Team Marvel, Lucas and Lawrence. We go to a death match. Not really, but we have arguments on who won the week, and you guys vote to see who won. Boom, boom.
We did. Who won last week?
We won last week, and who's in the lead?
1 week.
You are up 1
No,
week.
we are
No.
up 1.
We are up 1 week.
You
Yeah.
got math.
Yeah.
You got math.
Is the voting still the same? You have to be at. Okay, so guys, for voting, You want to go to twingalaxieslive.com to be able to vote. We don't do it how it was in the chat anymore, where it's exclamation vote space, because that was just too confusing anyway. Because who wants to put a space between vote and Marvel? You know.
I agree.
So guys, go to twingalaxieslive.com to be able to vote.
And you guys will have to sign in to be able to get your votes counted. I think you have to sign in to
Yes,
Facebook.
through your Facebook, and while you're there, also like us on Facebook.
Yeah.
Please do.
And if I finally did the thing with the books of face, then clearly you guys all have the thing to log in, and so just make sure you log in and do it. We're not going to steal your information.
Did you friend me yet?
I don't know how to do that. I keep telling people that. Lucas took my phone so he could friend himself on
Let
my
me see
thing.
your phone.
I don't know.
Give me your phone. I want to be your friend.
Wait, are you presenting first or mine? Because we can do this in the background.
Okay.
We go first. DC won last week, so DC goes first this week. You want me to go first?
Yeah, I'm going to friend you on your phone when you do it.
Add me while you're at it.
Yeah, I will.
I don't know how to do this
I'll do
stuff.
it.
'cause
No, I'm
I
talking
don't
to
know
Wes.
how to-
No, I got you, bro. I got you.
Not you.
Have you
know how to
friended
get to
Jennifer?
this. I
Your
think so.
girlfriend?
Nope.
No.
No? Oh,
Not.
I'm
Welcome to the Facey Books.
just going to delete the whole thing later anyway.
12 inch, where are you going?
Wait. Shh.
Science.
Quiet.
There's
All right.
so many good books this week.
Ahem.
I'm going to go with this one.
Oh, look at this. People don't like the Facebooks. Boo, Facebook.
I
Look,
agree.
You guys, it's
Vote no
literally
Facebook.
it's two clicks, and you'd be helping us out. You'd be helping us test a system that is, you know, definitely fresh and awesome and
Wes.
brand spanking new, and just requires
What's
a
the
simple
other one?
Facebook login from you
No,
guys. It's two
this
clicks.
one thing.
Click
Swamp
on
Thing.
it, and then you say, yes, I did mean to click on that. Okay. Ready?
I am ready.
And go!
This week, DC in round one presents Swamp Thing number 40. This is the very last issue of Swamp Thing. They canceled the series, and that's really bad because it's phenomenal. Really, really cool because Alec goes back to the Green and actually collects all of the other avatars of the Green to come fight for him. Now, if you guys have been following the story, which you really should because it was really, really good, and now it's over, which is sad because you won't get a book like this in a long, long time. In fact, it's actually kind of self-reflexive because it talks about how a good story is told throughout the entire thing, which is a weird metaphor for what comes later on. Regardless, it's a war between the avatars of the Green who are giving up their eternal place in the Green to come fight the Machines who have chosen their own avatar, who used to be the Rot. There's a really crazy twist where actually the bones of Alec Holland, Dr. Alec Holland, have been possessed by the Rot to come and try and convince Swamp Thing that he's crazy. He squishes his own head just to prove a point, which is just amazing. Really cool storytelling because, again, it's so self-reflexive and bizarre. You all of a sudden get Swamp Thing reading a book about Swamp Thing in the story where he realizes that books are made of paper. And then you find out, okay, if we're talking about avatars, there should actually be an avatar of stories, which is cool because stories have lives of their own. Which, again, it makes this book so incredible because you realize, hey, through the 40 issues that we've been traveling with Swamp Thing, we've been traversing through one of the avatar's realms. And you sort of become part of the story. You get to see how Swamp Thing is able to deal with this. There's some amazing art in here. There really are some great... Not going to be able to finish it out. But at any rate, Swamp Thing number 40, check it out.
Kind of like Grant Morrison, but you like it.
How dare you, sir?
I wasn't going to bring Grant
What?
Morrison.
Oh,
He
how dare
really
you, sir?
does not like Grant Morrison. Not a fan.
Well, there you go, guys. Round one. Team DC has presented the last issue of Swamp Thing, number
I wanted to get to that. 40.
40.
Oh, you guys just vote DC. That's awesome.
Come on, that's pretty cool.
That is amazing.
Your time is over.
I am looking at a blank blank right now, and it is blank blank.
Ing.
Ing. Go ahead.
Download. Okay. I have a new phone and I forgot to download the timer tone. But I just did it.
Oh, did you get
did.
the 6 Plus?
I did.
Oh, that's right. You got the giant ass phone.
That's the big one.
It's so good.
I got the big one, guys. What? Commence. And go.
Me? Okay. Guys, I'm presenting Rocket Raccoon number 9 because this book is nowhere nearing to being canceled. This issue is a standalone story, so you can pick it up. You don't have to read what happened before or what's going to happen after. This actually takes place 30 years into the future, and in this future we got Groot, who's now a monster, and yes, that is Groot eating the Hulk. So the Avengers are like, how are we gonna stop Groot? And they're all old and everything. And look at this, Black Widow has some kids with her. They're all Hawkeye kids. So so they're like, oh, we're gonna have to recruit Rocket Raccoon to be like, you know, you need to talk to your friend to calm him down, you know, to stop tearing up the Earth. So Tony Stark sends out an Iron Man suit to space to talk to Rocket Raccoon to try to convince him to come to Earth to talk to Groot to be like, yo, calm your shit down. So this is what Rocket looks like in the future. He's an old guy with a scar now, and he's saying, you know, he's still going on saying, don't call me a raccoon. But he's like, you know what, you laid your bed, now lay in it. Or you made your bed, now lay in it, so you have to deal with it. His conscience comes back to them to, you know, he goes to Earth. He tries to help things out with this awesome suit, with this armor. He comes to Earth to try to, I'm not going to give away the rest. Does he try to stop Groot? Does he try to talk to him? I don't know. Pick up the issue from House of Secrets. Rocket Raccoon, number 9. Vote Marvel.
And stop!
The X-Men one was better. I'm sorry.
Well, I haven't downloaded it yet. I'm doing it right now. Rocket Raccoon number
9.
Number 9 versus.
The very last issue of Swamp Thing, number 40.
All right, guys. To recap, what you have to do is go to twingalaxieslive.com to participate in the poll that determines who won round 1. And 2 clicks will get you signed in. Let us know when you're ready. Every single one of you. We'll wait here.
E-Man Caves
Just kidding.
goes, vote the sandwich is a lie.
There's really a pot
All right,
pie.
guys. We're going to put a minute on the clock starting now. It's a good time to talk about, in this minute, it's a very good time to talk about Atlantic City Boardwalk Con. Ooh, okay.
Which could be the new con for Marvel.
Possibly. All we know about it so far is everything that's on the website, doabc.com. It is an elevated con-going experience. If you're tired of the crowds, if you're tired of all this, you know, of having really subpar panels and, you know, the same vendors and blah, 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 you should check out this convention. It has a cosplay masquerade on a boat. It has panels that are ticketed and exclusive, so you get one-on-one time with your heroes, or, you know, at least experiences that are in small groups, so you actually get face time with your heroes. It's in a new city that has an amazing boardwalk, so it's a vacation destination on top of being a convention experience. And right here,
It has the comic book show host, because we're going to be there, so you should come too.
And Spider-Man, too.
it's Spider-Man. So watch this space, guys. Every Wednesday at 9 p.m. PST, going forward on the comic book show, we're going to be able to get you some discount codes, some free tickets perhaps, some exclusive merch. You're going to see new posters debuting here. I mean, it's good stuff.
Yeah.
So check out that con. A link pops up in the chat every so often. doabc.com is the link to check it out. And voting is over. What do we have here? We can see it right on the screen right there.
DC has it. Guys, you need to go to twingalaxieslive.com to vote. Put in Vote Marvel and stuff like that in the chat. It's not working.
Well, what was the percentages on those?
64 was for DC.
DC 164 to whatever 100 minus 64 is.
36.
I'm not good at math,
It's
Really
pronounced
not.
John. The name is John.
but I am bad at driving. Moving into round 2.
Jeez. Wow.
5 cars in 2 years, everybody. 5 cars, 2 years.
She told me this while she was giving me a drive.
I get
was like, what?
distracted. 2 of them were squad cars.
Wow.
Is that true?
Yeah.
Not
Absolutely
kidding.
true. I mean, I should not be allowed to drive.
Or allowed to be in public with people?
The cops were not even mad,
Jesus Christ.
to be honest.
What?
And the cops weren't even mad.
Did they get out and they were like, oh, yeah, no, we're good. We're okay, ma'am.
This is what they said. They said, well, you haven't been drinking and you weren't texting, so really it's just more paperwork. And I was like, cool. And then I went on my merry way. without my car. I just went whistling down the sidewalk. I just walked away from the
Oh
wreckage.
my god, that's the best thing I've ever heard.
Well, she's skipping the part where it actually took 2 tow trucks pulling in opposite directions to pull the cars apart.
Oh
That was
my
pretty
God.
amazing.
I hit that car really hard.
How are you not dead?
I don't know.
How have you not killed one person yet?
No idea.
She's so
Wow.
small and
No,
cars
it's
so big. that there's plenty of room.
I'm very fortunate so far that I haven't hurt anybody. That's why Matt drives now.
A lot, yeah.
Okay.
Thank God Uber's a thing too now.
TMI, too much insight into Jennifer's life. Moving into round 2.
Okay.
Do you have a
DC won
comment
that
that's
last
about
round.
People crashing cars, is that?
Never letting you follow me anywhere. My God.
I don't know. I probably shouldn't drive in front of you either. 'Cause
Do
I make
anything.
I
No
make sudden
driving.
Stops.
No driving for you. Okay.
And round 2, go.
So you guys remember Aquamilf from last week? Now I bring you Aquaman and the others. Now Aquamilf is not in this one, but we have Cheshire, who is the most dangerous woman alive. Check this chick out. Also a handsome lady. A lot of handsome ladies in the Aquaman titles. So this is a good comic. You got a good kick-ass spread. I'm reading along. It's really nice. Aquaman fights Satan like you do. And I was like, oh, this is cool. This is nice. But then the best comic book page I've ever read happens. This is a thing. Aquaman is finding the handsome lady, and he goes, this has gone on long enough. She goes, yes, it should have been done long ago. It should have been an easy kill. From what I've understood, your only ability is talking to fish. And he literally says, okay, I tried to be a nice guy. I tried to be easy on you. Tried to make sure I wouldn't unintentionally injure someone vastly inferior to me. But you know what? I'm going to kick your ass. That is what he says, and he like murks her, and it's amazingly hilarious, and the whole thing is over in like a second because you don't piss Aquaman off. He does a lot more than talk to fish. I mean, he does talk to fish, but he does so much more. So Aquaman and the others, number 11, for not taking any more crap from you people. Does more than talk to fish. It's proof.
There you go, Aquaman and the others, or what Kuragari said, which I like much more, Aquaman and the Otters.
Oh.
I would read that.
It was a really funny comic.
Only if it's Luna.
Yeah.
It was really okay. It was funny.
That was an inferior review.
It was, oh yeah, I said that. Inferior.
I saw Lawrence's face, he went,
Inferior.
that's not a word.
It's a word that I made up.
Imperial.
But I have to point out, somebody yells, let the black guy wear the Infinity Gauntlet, please.
That's one of our upcoming segments, and since it's his first time with the Infinity Gauntlet here, you
You
can
probably will.
I
Is
just
it?
love,
That's
I
after
love
this.
the accusation, almost as if we're not letting you wear it. Like, let him wear it. Like, we
Just
didn't
let
say
him.
he couldn't wear it.
No, Lawrence, can't do it.
Remember when I was like, can I win the Infinity Gauntlet? And you guys were like, you? Remember that? Remember you?
Shut up, Lawrence.
We're not supposed to talk about that while we're live.
Oh, sorry.
And
Hey,
then we made fun of his dress. Because we're mean. He's not wearing a dress.
And then we blew out all his birthday. What are we even talking about
You,
anymore?
you okay? You
What?
good?
Trying to make a Cinderella reference and it didn't work.
Yeah, that's the right crowd
Yeah.
out here.
Make fun of his dress.
That's racist.
I was like, what?
That's racist,
I don't know if
Jennifer.
you know this, but you're wearing
If
a
I'm wearing
anything,
a
it's sexist.
Oh, okay, so you're sexist and racist.
All right, guys. Well, for round 2, DC has presented Aquaman and the Others number 11, which I
Yes.
believe is the last issue of the series.
Is that more
Yes.
information? Thanks.
No, that's just a fact.
As it
But
should
Marvel
be.
is up presenting.
Marvel's going to be presenting. Neo, you ready over there? All right. For your
We're going to be taking a penalty for this.
Okay.
your visual pleasure, the Daredevil trailer.
What?
Whatever. Daredevil trailer.
Guys, Mercs come on, like, remember when Batman and Shell made that joke in the summer? Aquaman talks to fish and overcompensates for his inadequacies by beating people up.
Yep, that's about right.
She control the camera for
Next comic, girl's dangerous driver kills everyone. Vote I like your dress.
Didn't we already see this?
Yeah, I think we did.
No.
They make sandwiches in Hell's Kitchen.
Sandwich is a lie.
You're blind, but you see so much.
What did she say?
You're
You're
blind,
blind,
but you
but you
see so much.
She's being a dick.
She said that weird. She went so much. You see so much.
Yeah, we got it.
I don't see the city anymore.
How many times are they gonna say
anything
see?
anymore.
There's only dark corners.
Do you see them though?
Wait. C is the third letter of the alphabet. So they have to say it one more time.
Because it'll form the triangle. Illuminati confirmed.
Justice is seen.
Oh, it's blind.
Yeah, salty as hell. Super damn good.
Make a scene.
I'm just trying to make my city a better place.
Okay.
Do you want to do a reaction?
Maybe if you had an iron suit or a magic hammer, that would explain why you keep getting your asses handed to you.
Maybe not Illuminati.
Enough said. Done.
Oh,
That was his first time seeing that, by the
It
way.
was.
oh wow.
I hadn't seen it. It's awesome. I love it. He's one of my favorite characters.
You done?
No, it's a
Yeah, it's
penalty,
penalty,
so I
so
didn't
they're
even do
fine.
the timer.
Okay, well, it was really great to see that trailer. It was good to see it with my own eyes. Wouldn't you agree, Matt?
I see what you did there.
Do you see?
I saw it.
Do you see? Do you see?
It clearly wasn't Imperior.
Touche.
Wait.
I see what you did there. That was good. That was
There's
good.
the all-seeing eye inside the pyramid. Illuminati confirmed. Totally real. All right, guys. Well, that closes out round 2. DC has presented.
Oh, that was so good. DC presents Aquaman and the others. A numbre 11.
And Marvel has presented.
And Marvel presented Marvel's Daredevil.
C.
What?
The trailer. The new trailer.
What? No,
new
just
trailer.
Daredevil. The trailer. Marvel's Daredevil. the
All
trailer.
right, voting is open now.
I want them to call it Daredevil, The Blind Chronicles.
You guys, 1 minute to vote. Go to twingalaxieslive.com if you want to take part in it.
Blind Chronicles
2
on
clicks
Netflix.
gets you logged in.
see that.
Very good, simple click. It logs you in using your Facebook profile, so something you already have. And then you simply click on DC or Marvel.
Yeah,
And
so Captain
that's it.
Kabooms, Mr. Laka Laka, SD0, Ragtag, we love your votes. Even though they're not voting for DC, that's totally okay. But you guys, you gotta sign in to be able to vote. You gotta sign in and click on the Facebook thingies and
we
whatchamacallit.
say sign in like it's you actually have to type anything. You don't have to type anything in.
Don't
Just
click
Go on there
in.
now.
twingalaxieslive.com.
Come on,
Click on
guys.
it. It says, "Do you want to sign in?" You click it again.
I want to
That's
see different results.
You should talk about our sponsor.
Yes, now that we are at the bottom of round 2, we should talk about our sponsor, House of Secrets, here in Burbank, California. It's probably
What was the
one
name
of
of
the
it?
House of Secrets in Burbank, California. It's probably one of the best comic book shops I've ever been to. They're phenomenal about back issues. They're also great about pulling anything that you might need and making suggestions for stuff you might not have heard of that you might want to check out. So any of the books that you are enjoying hearing us talk about tonight and you might want to give them a read, be sure to swing on past House of Secrets website and pick them up. You guys can buy them digitally or you can buy them in the store too.
And if you do, let them know the comic book show sent you, because it's really important to us, and we're very grateful that they allow us to purchase all of these at a very, very, very deep discount.
Yeah.
Deep discount.
Yeah.
Deep dish.
In
dish
return
discount.
for us just mentioning the name of the show. I mean the name of the store. So yeah, let them know that their support of us is well deserved, because we are talking about them. I'm having an off night.
We enjoy it though.
I'm having an off night. Let's look at the poll results here. DC says we have 47% for DC, 52% for Marvel. Marvel has taken it.
But they have a
Good job,
penalty.
Marvel. They have a what?
Yes, in the next round they will take halftime.
But they did incur a penalty, guys.
Yeah, they did.
So it was very close. It was very, very close. Something wrong with the voting. It ended 52 to Marvel and 47 to DC. Where did
math well.
Well, it's not the math. I think what happens with Smile Time is it just ditches the points, the little additive percentages. So
version 3.
yeah.
Alright.
Okay.
So that 1% would not have made a difference.
The 1%. was for Dark Horse.
Everyone is not a fan of this result. They want to see a different result. They want to see it.
Okay, you guys gotta let it go.
I'm not.
All right, round 3, guys. Round 3. Marvel won that last round. They present first. We have Mr. Lucas Ackerman with only 45 seconds. I'll tell you when to start because I have to let 15 seconds elapse. And
And hang on.
hang on.
Keep hanging on.
10 more seconds.
Almost there.
Not awkward at all. 5, 4, 3, 2, go.
Hey guys, remember a few weeks ago when Matt was saying, oh, it's very rare to see Jim Lee do interiors and stuff like that? Well, I got an artist that's even better than that. You know the artist Art Adams? Any artist out there right now will tell you right now that Art Adams is probably one of their major influences. He did the cover and the interiors for Guardians of the Guardians Team Up #1. This issue is really great. It has some really great back and forth with the Guardians who team up with the Avengers in this book. Spider-Woman, who I guess has now just met Rocket Raccoon for the first time, says, I'm drawing the line at talking raccoons and I'm out of here. She's, of course, joking around, but they're battling the Chitauri, and Hawkeye, our #1 marksman, took out the Chitauri ship with 3 arrows because he's badass! Guardians of the Galaxy Team Up #1. Pick it up from House of Secrets right now.
All right, so Marvel at the top of round 3 has presented for your consideration Guardians Team Up #1. DC is going to counter with something. Something. We have 1 on the board for Marvel, 1 on the board for DC. Just could go either way tonight, guys.
And remember, it's best of 5 or first to 3. So whoever is the first to winning 3 rounds is going to win the week and gets to add a tally to the board. I'm still talking. I don't know why.
And go.
All right, so DC is presenting Harley Quinn, #15. Zany stuff. Zany stuff in this one. Starts off with Harley buying 120 birds for $1,700.63. It's very specific. She likes birds. She's living with Ivy because, they're roommates and that's awesome. Harley goes to the rescue of a huge fire in an apartment building and finds that Tinderbox is the cause. This is a big bad guy, Harley Quinn's arch nemesis, which is just silly. Fights him, kicks him out of the window and says, "Happy landing, Fingerlocks," or whatever the hell your name is, which I thought was jaunty. Punches another thug out of the window and says, "I don't want to die." She goes, "Oh, sweetheart, nobody dies." And then she kicks him out of him anyway. And then this is for Matt right here. Harley and Ivy are roommates, and then this happens. Sexy things happen. Harley and Ivy.
Wait, you have to read that panel. You got 15 seconds.
15 seconds? Okay. I didn't know if I had time. Oh my God, hold on. She goes, "Where's your hand? Is that your hand?" I asked first. "Are you going to get off? Are you? I'm not the one on top. Stop fooling around, Ivy." Oh! Sexy. Sexy face. Are we done?
Oh.
Okay.
Where was her hand? I want to know where her hand was.
I mean, we can look at the panel.
What were they?
I was under the impression Team DC was firmly anti-lesbian.
That is disproven.
No, they
Here.
become desperate.
I'm talking about these
Oh!
two. No.
Yes,
These
it's
two.
all good.
These
It
two
is
become
all
desperate.
good. Good book.
All right, guys. Let's remember what's important about this. Harley bought a lot of birds. Okay.
Yeah, a lot of birds.
Round 3, we have Guardians Team Up
#1.
#1 versus Harley Quinn #15. 1 minute on the clock. Whenever you guys are ready, we'll wait for you.
Do those 2 clicks.
TwinGalaxiesLive.com. Click on the little thing that lets you log in using your Facebook profile. Just 2 clicks.
2 clicks.
And you're in. And the 3rd click is your vote. And 1 minute on the clock. Go.
You know what's an unintentional theme for tonight?
Oh, no wonder you didn't let me do it in the news. Got it. What?
Lesbians.
Are
Actually,
you sure it's not C?
I didn't read it. West did,
Oh.
so I didn't know.
Didn't have to do that.
You know what's interesting? Like,
I can make it
last week they did the bisexual Catwoman reveal, and then this week they did that really racy Harley Quinn, Poison Ivy lesbian thing. I don't think there's any.
I think Marvel's
know.
trying to tackle the racial issues, and DC's trying to tackle the sexual ones right now.
Yeah, you
Really?
know what?
Is that what this is?
That's
I
what
mean,
we're bringing on.
It seems to be a pretty common theme because announcing Catwoman's bisexual and saying like, hey, look, it's not a big deal. Like, she still likes Batman, but she's also into women. Let's not make a thing of this. It's just this is what's going on now. And then kind of hinting at the lesbian relationship between Harley Quinn and Poison Ivy. Whereas Marvel's like, okay, well, we've got Miss Marvel, who's now, different. She's what she has and
Miss Marvel's Muslim.
It's Muslim. Yeah, I was gonna
smell
say
the
she has a
desperation.
specific identity, and then you also have the
Female Thor?
No, I was gonna go with
Something
the
Black America?
the
Whoa.
Asian.
Oh,
Silk.
Korean
Silk. Yep.
Yeah,
Korean
Silk.
silk, yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So it just feels like everybody's trying to tackle social issues. It just varies.
Good. I'm all for that.
Yeah.
Word.
DC has taken it 58% to 41. That mysterious 1% again missing.
Because people love birds.
Wait, did I do the math right on that?
Yeah.
There's 1% missing. I did it, guys. I did math for the first time in my entire life, and I was right. Sorry, I don't know why.
Mathed it.
So
You
that's
ma- you
two.
mathed it.
That's 2 on the board for DC, 1 on the board for Marvel. Is Marvel going to lose this next round and therefore lose the week, or are they going to stay in the game? Find out
We're in here.
right now.
Those are really awesome.
DC presents first because
They're
they
both good.
won that last
You have a thing for
round.
Grayson. You sell it better.
All right.
And I posted that cover's pretty sick. I voted his dress.
As soon as I read that part, I was like, I have to do it like that.
No, this is very old information. I just can't believe it's still a thing. It's so stupid the first time.
It was so amazing the first time. All right.
All right.
Roughly framed up, right?
And go.
All right, guys, a couple weeks ago, we told you about something that's incredibly cool. DC is doing all retro movie posters. You can see some of them here. I told you guys to pre-order them. I hope to God you did because they sold out very, very quickly. We only got 3 of them, actually. We missed out on a whole bunch more. That's okay, though, because they're still awesome. We actually got the Matrix cover of Detective Comics, which is pretty awesome. We got the Enter the Dragon cover of Grayson, which is actually the comic that I'm going to be talking about here. And we got the 2001 cover of Green Lantern, which is also super, super cool. In Grayson, we're starting to take a new direction. Grayson is finally starting to break out of the Spiral organization where he's supposed to be the gay gymnast who actually is teaching all of these young girls who in turn have named each one of his ass cheeks a different thing. Not kidding, one of them is named Juan and the other one is named Jim. It's actually a thing. And then they multiple times show you panels like that, which is sidetracked and, bizarre. At any rate, the Spiral leader has tried to kill Helena Wayne. He only missed because she keeps her sights off when it's holstered, but he stole hers. He's trying to kill everybody with basically the new version of Amazo. He stole everybody's powers and tried to use them against them. There is a phenomenal panel of Dick Grayson basically saying, look, I used to train with the Justice League all over the place. Cyborg's blasts are usually preceded by a small crackle. The Flash needs room to operate. Getting close and his blows start to land on his own body. Aquaman's eyes are perfect. Really, really great issue. They finally actually kill the leader of Spiral. Oh my god. Which isn't actually the spoiler of this because there's another agent who has not yet been revealed, who gets revealed at the end of this book, which I'm not going to be able to tell you about, but I would highly recommend picking up Grayson, the... Wow, come on, brain. It's number 9, the
just look at the
Enter the
front.
Dragon cover. That's what it was. I was
There
like,
we
what's it
go.
called?
Oh,
Alright.
yeah, the movie, yeah.
Come on.
All right. Grayson, number 11.
Yeah.
What
Not
DC
number 11.
presented? Not number 11. I
said not.
That's how my math is wrong. All right. Team Marvel up next. What do you have for us?
I have. Are you ready?
Go.
Okay, I got Avengers number 42. I haven't been reading this book, but I picked it up because it's 2 months until Secret Wars comes out, and this book and also New Avengers is the ones that are leading up to the Secret Wars event. So I picked this up, read it, and it is awesome. It has awesome artwork from Stefano Casali, which it reminds me of the artwork from the artist who did Civil War and Death of Wolverine. Anyway, in the story, we got Beast and Hank Pym. They're traveling to the moon because there's this dead god, and they're going to use the skin as a way to prevent them from the collapsing universe. Reed Richards, who has an awesome beard, by the way, and Black Panther are talking about their lifeboat, which is going to be people that they're going to save when the world ends. And Reed is suggesting a whole bunch of geneticists because they could help repopulate the Earth. The story goes on with Gladiator, my favorite alien. He's contacting Smasher, who's on Earth, who just had a baby with Cannonball. He's saying, you need to come back to the Shi'ar so we can invade Earth. And is she going to go for it? Because, I mean, she has a family on Earth. I don't know if she's going to go for it or not. So they're really leading up to Secret Wars and the end of the world and everything. Gladiator, I just want to read this quote. And now it seems we are done with the fantasy of idyllic endings. And look at this 2-page panel. They start to invade the Earth. So guys, that's what I got for you. Avengers number 42. Vote Marvel.
Avengers number 42. The chat is occupied with its own lesbian discussion.
Of course they are.
That's the can of worms that you opened up.
Can of treats.
So I just like that they're like, never mind, you guys are reading it. It's fine, you know. It's riveting chat happening there. Okay, we have Avengers number
42
versus
Grayson number 8. I was wrong. It's number 8.
Number 8.
The dragon come
Grayson number 8.
Voting is open. You have 1 minute on the clock. Should I put 2 minutes? We're gonna put 2 minutes on the clock this time because somebody complained that it wasn't enough time to click and then to click, and so we're
Need
gonna
2
do
minutes
that.
for 1 minute for each clip.
Yep. You guys have 2 minutes. We can vamp.
Jennifer, what are your thoughts on lesbians?
I think they're awesome. We already have a overpopulation problem in this world. That actually sounds really insensitive, but I'm serious. Like, people should be allowed to love who they want to love and not be forced into this paradigm where they have to make babies.
Yeah, but here's the thing. That could be said for gay guys too. What are your thoughts specifically on lesbians?
I think that they are nice people. What do you mean? What?
Just wondering.
What? It sounds like trap. Now I'm scared
not a
of
trap.
saying something wrong.
Well, we have 10 lesbians who want to.
And he's like, and let's bring him out, Johnny. There's something to say to you, Jennifer.
What is it? I like them.
They're like, we want to make kids. And you'd be like, sorry, that's not how that works.
Wow, Quicksender says the bone marrow of one girl can be injected into another, impregnating them. I don't think sperm is bone marrow.
I don't think that's true, Quickcinder.
That's science.
I don't know.
No, I actually really admire that he started with actually, like he's learning us.
Actually.
He's teaching us.
That makes me that makes
We just
me-
got learned.
You know, Quickcinder, that made me smile. Thank you for that. That's very sweet. That's very funny. The question is, when hypersexualized sexy ladies from Pure Comics is not to do social service, it's to sell books. My point was, let's put a dick in Superman's mouth. Oh, I read that out loud.
Yes.
Maybe I should read those before I read them out loud. I should read them in my head. I'm not anti-lesbian. I just think latex Catwoman being bisexual is more about selling books and less about making a real statement or standing up for a minority.
I would agree with that too.
I totally agree.
But hey,
Or
But then again,
the other thing.
but
or
then
the,
again,
or the
So fuck you.
the chat would disagree with DC taking the week 57%.
Oh, DC has taken the week, guys. 57% to 42%.
You took the bait, guys.
It's actually my
You took
favorite
the
part of
bait.
the show because he's like watched Lucas where he's like trying to play it off, but he's actually very agitated.
It's
Look at him.
it's desperation. DC is
Yes.
desperate right now.
Yes, you're desperate right now.
And you guys
you haven't done it
you
in a
guys
while.
are-
Hey.
You guys are falling for
Hey.
it. You guys are falling
Stop
for
being
it.
a Thor Luther.
So
You'll
now-
have Avengers when it comes out, okay?
Time-honored tradition here on the
go.
comic show. The winning team gets to put a little tally mark on the board, and at the end of the year, the losing team has to buy the other team pizza.
Or something awesome.
No, just
Everything
pizza.
is awesome.
Pizza.
Good pizza.
we're getting you
Little Caesars.
the worst LA pizza we can find.
Shut up, Lawrence. Damn you know my weakness.
The worst LA pizza.
How dare you?
Getting you San Bernardino pizza.
You dick.
I want to chime in real quick on the Catwoman thing, if that's cool.
Yeah.
Because everybody was kind of talking about it. The thing that I find to be really interesting is it's not actually Selena Kyle as Catwoman right now. Selena Kyle is just Selena Kyle in comics. There's another person who's actually playing Catwoman. And I thought that it was kind of interesting, and if anything, it was done in good taste that they waited so that she wasn't wearing the latex and she's not just over-sexualized in the suit. Now she's wearing her straight up, like,
That's pretty
business suit. And
That's
she's...
fair.
Yeah.
She is bisexual. I mean, a lot of it has been saying, look, that we've been hinting at this for years. It's not supposed to be a big deal. It's just kind of confirming that the suspicions are true. She is, and it's no big deal. And when I read the issue, like, I expected that to be the last panel where they're like, and she's bi, and it's not at all that way. It's kind of in the middle of the story where it's like, oh, yeah, okay, she's all right. So it changes the way you look at the character, but if anything, I think it's the coverage that's trying to, like, CNN being like, Catwoman's bisexual, oh my god, that seems like it's kind of exploitative. The writing in the book itself and the way the publication handled it doesn't really seem like it's exploitative. I mean, I could see the fears, but in the execution, if you actually read the book, it doesn't quite line up in my head.
That's fair. I think that's a very salient point.
The thing about Catwoman, though, is like, was there ever any doubt that she was bisexual?
Well, that's the thing. Like, it's just
been true.
confirmation.
Yeah.
So
I think all the Batman hot chick villains are bisexual, actually. I think they all are.
But Catwoman's
Talia.
bisexual.
Including the female Robin. The female Robin bisexual.
Catwoman's bisexuality is actually very motivated, though. You know, she had that moment in the past where she was, you know, running with the street women, and she was somewhat of a protector for them, and so you could see how those relationships are very intimate and tight. And
there's no way
makes sense that
Roxy
she
the
would-
Rocket isn't gay. She's totally gay.
Roxy Rocket is
she's gay.
totally into everybody.
I don't know.
She's into
Everybody that has boobs.
She's just omnisexual.
comic book sexuality. Well,
She writes
who wants to introduce Lucas? You want to introduce the next?
We got Lawrence here.
Lawrence, you want
Yeah.
to introduce the
First
next
time.
segment? You got to put the glove on and do the whole intro. It's all you.
You know.
I don't know that he's done it.
I
One of
haven't.
these.
Yeah, that's
But
what
I
I'm
want to
saying.
wear the glove anyway.
All right.
The Infinity Gauntlet. This is where we pick characters of your choosing.
Yeah,
blah,
just-
blah, 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 blah.
Gotcha.
There we go. Are you happy now? We let him wear the Infinity Gauntlet.
Yeah.
Do it for a clean edit.
Welcome to the Infinity Gauntlet, where we pit characters of your choosing against one another, and all decide who should win. This is good.
Powerful,
Yeah.
right?
Makes sense.
Great guy for
Feels
us.
right.
I feel like everything's been leading to this very moment.
Feels right. It's very easy, guys.
Control the
Let's let
universe.
someone lead the way here. I'm sure buttholes and corn dogs. Nope, that's not how this works, Captain Caboose.
Corn dogs win.
Face Poppy says Jesus.
They
Jesus
do
wins.
win in the end.
I agree.
12
VTAC.
Bantam. I don't want to hear about that later.
The comic book show, mixing lowbrow with intellectual thinking.
Something like that.
That is our motto here, our internal motto.
All right, we have Zod versus Moreland, Jesus versus Wizard Cat, Hulk versus Superman, Crypto versus Spider-Man,
Crypto versus Spider-Man.
That would just be like animal abuse.
Dick
But-
Grayson versus Hawkeye, Jubilee versus Havoc. Stop me when you guys hear a good one.
Crypto versus Spider-Man. Let's do Crypto versus Spider-Man. Please.
Sure.
I'll tell you why, guys. It's topical because Crypto is the new character that's been announced for Infinite Crisis, but also I was reading the forums and a lot of people were like, Crypto is totally a well-known character, and people are like, what the hell? Superman has a dog. He's not a well-known character, and nobody knows what his powers are. So we might as well do it, even though the matchup is a little silly. What do you say?
Sure.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man, Peter Parker, he got bit by a radioactive spider, which gave him spider strength. He uses his own knowledge to make his own spider webs with his web shooters. It's not organic like some movies like to make you believe. He can stick to walls. You know, he's very agile, very acrobatic. He has the spider sense, which, you know, is a precognition to where he senses danger before it happens.
And he has the ability to give his girlfriend cancer.
Whoa, what?
It's true.
That's Dr. Manhattan.
No, it's with him. With all of his spider
What?
web.
That's not true.
Yeah,
Oh,
he's
it
making
absolutely
things up.
is true.
He's making things up.
I will look up the storyline. That's what happened.
What?
He killed Mary Jane in the future because of all the radioactive
Meh.
spider web.
We don't do your alternate realities here.
I'm not saying it's what happens.
This is the 616 universe.
Well, whatever.
What?
Anyway, crypto.
Which Crypto are we going with?
Right.
Spider web.
Well, the new 52 Crypto, I don't think
Spiderweb.
can fly, but in Infinite Crisis he can,
Right.
and in the old continuity he can.
What?
He's either from Kandor or he's genetically modified, depending on which one we're going with. He's a dog. That's important.
He is a dog.
Sometimes he's grayish, other times he's whitish, again, depending on which version you go with.
Got a cape.
Sometimes he has a cape, other times he just has the collar with the little pendant.
Yeah.
Can you run up the side of buildings?
He's probably fast
I think he
enough to.
can.
Does he have like
We've
super?
seen him on top of buildings, and Superman didn't fly him up there, so I have to assume he has a way of. But maybe he takes the stairs.
Does he have like a supersonic bark or something like that? I
The
really
old-
don't know.
the
I don't
old
know that
Crypto
much about it.
did. The new Crypto has fought Doomsday, and he fought Zod. He fought Mongol. He's helped Superman throw people into the Phantom Zone.
Nice.
He survives in the Arctic on his own, just like hanging out. And whenever Superman wants to go visit him, he can. But he's also managed to get to Smallville during the Doom Crisis to try and help Superman fight Doomsday, which was pretty cool. But he's a dog, so that's a thing. I mean, the joke has to be made that dogs eat spiders, but in this, I don't know. I guess that's Crypto.
Face Poppy says, "But who's the gooder boy? Who's a good boy?
He's a good boy.
Who's a good boy?" I vote Spider-Man because Crypto is a dog,
Yeah, definitely
and
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man has human thinking.
Yeah, but Crypto is a super dog.
He is a super dog.
What's that cartoon that was on the WB? Super Pets? Is that what it was?
Yeah, and it had Ace the Bat Hound.
I never
Ace the
watched
Bat
it,
Hound.
but I'm thinking
Ace
about
is a
it right
badass.
Black Spider says Crypto has this. Sorry, Spider-Man. Well, anyway, my vote's for Spider-Man because he has human thinking. Where are you casting your vote?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, if we're going with old Crypto, I would probably go with Crypto, but in New 52 Crypto, I think Spider-Man would win. So, assuming we're going with the current modern Crypto, I hate to give it to him, but I think Spider-Man would win.
Why do you hate to give it to him?
Because I like dogs.
He's a dog.
Do you like dogs or spiders?
He's not gonna
more?
kill him.
I like dogs more.
Yeah,
He's
he
not
is.
gonna kill
Yeah, he is,
Crypto.
because that's how the Infinity Gauntlet works. Okay, so Spider-Man is a dog murderer. That's what we're saying.
So where's your vote fall, Wes?
The dog murderer, or the dog in defense because he's a dog. I'm going with the dog because Spider-Man's a monster.
Oh, jeez.
That's what I say.
Lawrence.
It's tough.
Is it?
Because, no, it is. Only like
Dog killer?
Here's the thing. It's not that like Spider-Man is definitely smarter, without question.
I hope so.
But Crypto is like invulnerable.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like and super strong.
Yeah.
And in most versions can fly, at the very least can leap, really, really far.
Well, what if he just like wraps him up in the spider web?
He can break them.
Yeah, he can break.
Can he?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's as strong as Superman, almost.
But what if he likes
He's like
it?
a
Then
dog
he'll just
version of Superman.
roll
But you know what?
over and,
He's
like,
not-
scratch his own belly with his leg.
He's not invulnerable to emotional battery. Okay? Okay, and that's what Spider-Man, the dog abuser, would
I
provide.
think I have to go with Spider-Man only because I feel like Peter Parker is smart enough to figure out a way to like stop them.
He would throw a bone. He would throw a bone.
Like something like Spider-Man's gonna figure it out, but it'll be tough. Like it'll be one of the toughest fights he's ever had.
He would.
Yeah, it's a super dog.
That's a bold statement. I like that. It'd be one of the toughest. I mean, he's faced a lot of
Spider-Man.
nothing is
Spider-Man
nothing
kills
is-
a dog whenever he
I
can.
thought
Fair
Venom
enough.
was tough.
Yeah.
Crypto, that's really his arch
That's his
nemesis.
Lucas.
If it's to the death, I'm gonna give it to Crypto. Because I don't believe Spider-Man would kill a dog.
Oh, really? Well, you know what? If he did, you know who would really win? PETA. Because PETA would go after Peter Parker. PETA, the animal rights organization, not PETA like...
I thought this was a
I'm
Brooklyn
familiar.
Like
accent.
Peter
PETA.
from down the street.
Like PETA.
Peter Parker.
Peter
PETA,
from
not,
the neighborhood.
not PETA. No,
PETA.
PETA.
Yo, Peter.
PETA. PETA the...
What do you guys? We don't see any
Yeah,
votes
is-
in here.
Could we open a poll for these? Is
Well, I
that
sort of did
possible?
here. It's a little bit different.
Okay.
So we can talk about this later.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
These are some of the
Okay.
ones that people did submit. These,
Oh,
Oh.
Okay.
interesting.
So should we use some of those?
Yeah.
now remember, these are real names right here, guys. So be
Yeah.
careful
Don't.
about
So
that.
don't do this.
I
Um,
like
mom.
that fight. That was a good fight.
Yeah.
That was cute. That was cuter than I thought it was gonna be. It was very cute.
So in the fight of
So
Crypto
cute.
versus
Head.
Spider-Man, Spider-Man wins.
Yeah, because Spider-Man kills a dog whenever he can. It's messed up. It's messed up.
Well, we've got some other suggestions coming in. We have Colossus versus Steel.
I don't think we've done
Yeah,
Colossus.
By
Uh,
Stalkerman number 55.
We've got John Stewart Green Lantern versus Falcon. We've got Jubilee versus Havoc. And then we have your mom.
Wait, we
My
do?
mom?
Yeah.
Whose mom?
My mom versus Lawrence's mom.
That one.
Let's do that one. My mom would kick your mom's
Somebody,
butt.
I
Let's do it.
we're not going to do this one
do it.
for obvious reasons because it's ridiculous. But I
What?
have
Which
to
one?
point it out. Someone said Elsa from Frozen versus the Hulk.
Please, let's do that. Can we do
I
that?
want to do that one. No, we can't. It's ridiculous.
No. This is how the entire thing would go. She'd be like, and I'm alone because I'm frozen. He's like, oh, smack! And then it's done. Fight over.
That probably is how it would go.
Fight
She'd be
over.
like ice cubes, and then
Ice cubes.
I will cool your beverage. That's not how it would go.
okay. So what we're gonna go with for the first here? These are suggestions that you guys have submitted.
Colossus versus Steel.
We haven't done Colossus before. All right, let's go. Steel is Shaquille O'Neal.
Okay. All right. You want to? I can do that one if you really want to.
We're gonna do Shaq Steel versus Colossus.
Oh.
Colossus.
Colossus, he's a mutant and he can turn into organic steel, which he's able to breathe underwater. He doesn't have to breathe oxygen when he's in his organic steel form. He's super strong. Even though he's steel and everything, he's still able to be agile and everything like that.
Not invulnerable.
Huh?
He's like almost invulnerable.
Listen
He's
to him.
awesome.
And he's my 4th favorite X-Man.
He has a kick butt accent.
Yeah, he does.
Quick departure. Face
And
Poppy
Colossus
says
from Russia.
the Hulk would destroy Elsa, but I would really want to hear the song they sang before they fought.
She would do her little song. He would go,
Actually, the Hulk has a great singing voice.
little
Little
known
known
fact.
facts, actually.
Little known fact.
And he's British.
Okay. Shaquille O'Neal's Steel. Believe it or not, this was a real movie.
Yeah.
Shaquille O'Neal actually played Steel in the late 90s. I think it was either never released or went straight to DVD.
Did he do Shazam?
You can get it. What?
Oh, yeah. Well, he did something else.
No,
too.
it was Kazam. That was a different thing.
That was a whole nother
You can buy it on eBay if you
He was
really
a
want
JD.
to. In that, he built some military tech that was used inappropriately, so he ran away and became a construction worker, and they hunted him down and tried to kill him. And then he met up with a paraplegic who ended up, paraplegic.
Oh,
not
yeah,
quadriplegic, paraplegic. Who was basically like Oracle. And he built this kind of ragtag suit that looked like maybe one of the things that the Blue Man Group would drum on. And then he fought them, and he won some magical how, I guess. And it was awful.
Okay.
But I like Shaquille O'Neal. I feel like it had potential. It just didn't deliver.
So I'm gonna go Colossus.
That's what Colossus is fighting. I think Colossus is going to win.
Colossus might win that one.
You know, Steel was really great in Grown Ups 2.
What?
Just wanted to point that out.
Oh, because Shaquille was in it.
Your mic
That
is
was good.
cutting in and out.
That was a good joke.
Doesn't
laugh.
say
Not
what
as
that
good
is.
as yours.
Never.
You're just a funny man,
I know,
Wes.
it's funny.
Maybe move
It's a
closer
defense
to your mouth.
mechanism. 'Cause I
Yeah.
like
Do you have your cell phone near you?
What's happening?
Move it.
Maybe it's just when I'm touching the cable.
Someone said poo versus pee.
Uh,
That's not how this segment works.
Wait.
Thank you.
Wait. AK471. He says, my stream is in the corner there. Yes, thank you so much for playing Infinite Crisis. We are
you so
huge
much.
fans of Infinite Crisis, and we would be playing right now if we could, but we can't because we're hosting the show. So, thank you.
Yay! Thank you for providing the entertainment for those of you guys at home watching who like a little bit of gameplay with your comic book stuff. Ding!
Yes.
Yes.
Quicksilver goes Daredevil versus, what was that?
A
Versus
blindfold?
Shazam.
Shazam with a
on.
blindfold on. That's good. That's good.
But seriously, comic book steel, who would win? Because I think that's probably obviously what he wanted.
Colossus.
Yeah, I still think Colossus. I mean,
Steel's kind of a weak character.
Steel would be able to get in one good hit with the hammer, and if it was from far enough away, it would knock Steel a good long ways away.
You mean Colossus?
Or I'm sorry, not Colossus, a good long ways away, and then Colossus would just come back, and that'd be it. Colossus wins that fight.
And he wouldn't be like Colossus in X-Men Days of Future Past where he just gets torn apart. It's like, that would never happen.
Guys, really good one.
It's been out for almost a year.
We have one Lobo versus Ghost Rider. That's excellent.
You want to do that one?
They both
It's a good
ride
one.
motorcycles.
They do.
So I could see why there was a connection.
They have
You know-
similar dispositions.
And they both fight dirty.
It's interesting though because the current Ghost Rider actually doesn't ride a motorcycle.
Yeah, he drives the car.
Drives a car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's a good series.
It's all right.
Oh,
I
yeah.
like them.
I
like the first couple issues.
Yeah,
They're
you
good.
know,
Greg's
it,
taking
it has
It's
potential.
got really good dialogue. I like the art. It's really clean.
The art
Greg.
is really nice.
Yeah.
I
Good
agree.
night. We hope to see you soon, and good luck to your daughter on her SATs.
What? SATs.
Tell her. Oh, Greg, I have to. Important Asian tip.
Oh.
Asian SAT tip.
Doing your voice.
Okay. No,
Why do you ever do that
because
anymore?
that voice is racist.
So good.
I don't know what voice you're talking about.
Yes, you do.
Greg, if you're still there, the reason why a lot of girls don't do as well as guys on the SAT is because they second guess themselves a lot. Way more often than boys do, right? And usually your instinct is correct when you're doing standardized testing, multiple choice especially. So just let her know that if she's stuck between two answers, pick the one that she felt was right the first time.
Aww.
Yeah, and she'll win the SATs.
Win them. Use that same logic to pick a man.
All right, what we're gonna do? Lobo versus Ghost Rider. Ghost Rider, not Knight Rider. What the hell? All right, Lobo.
Well, let's do
don't
the
have to worry.
cool Lobo.
Yeah,
not,
not
the,
the new 50.
not the
Not the emo Lobo.
hipster Lobo.
No, OG Zarnian Lobo. Or real Lobo.
The real main man.
Yeah.
He's an outlaw. He's a bounty hunter. Rides a motorcycle in space.
Oh, and he kills his dog. Just pointing that out.
No, that was the new one.
That was the new logo.
That was the new. Not
We don't.
Look,
I didn't even read this book this week. I'm not gonna lie.
awful.
I was like, I'm
The
not. This is
old-
not gonna
awful.
happen.
the old Lobo probably killed the dog.
Yeah, the Lobo killed his dog.
The old Lobo.
I read
didn't-
about it.
No, he
I know
didn't.
this.
You're dumb.
Look it up.
You're stupid in the face.
Look it
What
up.
else? Space, motorcycles.
He's the last Zarnian. He
was
killed
a
his
Justice
entire.
League. He was a
killed-
Justice League member.
No.
Yeah.
No. Lobo's never been a Justice League member.
What am I thinking of?
He auditioned several times. He never got in.
I thought I read.
He's the last Zarnian. He killed his entire race so he could be the only one.
Yes.
He had a pretty badass stolen space hog. What I don't remember what it was called. I think it was called the Space Hog. Maybe it was.
that's-
Probably.
I think it was
cool
the
name.
Space Hog. He's fought Santa. He's fought Satan in the same issue.
And one.
He's been able to go toe to toe with Superman. He's lost, but he fights.
Fights dirty.
He lost to Wolverine in the Marvel vs. DC crossover. He has regenerative powers, but not as good as Logan's. He is not particularly smart, so mental assaults don't really work on him. And in this fight, I think it's pretty important to notice that he doesn't really have a conscience.
Conscience, yeah.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
he wouldn't feel bad about anything that he's done.
No, his biggest goal, his biggest loyalty is to whoever's paying him the most.
Oh yay! Wes losing his voice. Everyone clap. Oh no, he restarted it.
I'm back.
He like just twisted the key a little bit.
Sexy's back.
Ghost Rider?
Ghost Rider.
Let's go with the bike, not the car.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
go with the old school.
Okay, so Johnny Blaze got possessed by the spirit of vengeance, and he becomes the Ghost Rider. His head catches on fire.
Just his hair.
No, it's his head. It's his whole head, and he basically is a guy in a motorcycle suit with a flaming skull, riding a bike with fire wheels, which is awesome. It's like one of the best visuals in comics, especially
And scientifically accurate.
Exactly, especially when you have awesome artists. Ghost Rider has all types of like mystical-ish type powers. He has like a hellfire type chain. He can do the penance stare, which basically you look. He'll gaze into the eyes of whoever is trying to do bad things to him and make them feel all the pain that they've inflicted on others onto themselves, like the anguish and all this kind of stuff.
Oh.
Yeah, I know, it's crazy.
Interesting.
Like,
But it wouldn't work on Lobo because he has no conscience.
right, that's why he points out. Yeah, it would be
Fascinating.
very, very hard, and I don't think it would. But he also is just like a top tier kind of mystical kind of dude in regards to like he's just magical. Like he can regenerate as well. If you can even hurt him, which is the thing. Like it's like he kind of doesn't have he has a physical form, but it doesn't.
Yeah, it's not really.
It's not really. Yeah, it's not really there. He's kind of like a mystical type dude, and sometimes like other magical stuff. Sometimes it works on him. Sometimes it doesn't, depending on how powerful. But yeah, that's Ghost Rider kind of in a nutshell.
You guys, real quickly, Wolf Knox has posted the stint that Lobo had on the Justice League and why that, how that came to be. So go ahead and read that. Thank you very much, Wolf Knox, for educating us.
Yeah, I actually remember that, but he showed up at the Watchtower and he's like, I'm the new captain of the league. And right. Like, there's no captain. He's like, well, it's me anyways. And they're like, we're busy. And he's like, okay, well, I'll join the league. And they're like, we're busy. And then he goes with them, which is basically what Wolf Knox said. So, awesome. I guess, but not really.
He forced himself in for like a day.
My vote, or they let him tag along.
Yeah.
like an annoying little brother. My vote goes for Ghost Rider.
Okay.
Okay, because it sounds like the things that are fueling him are way more, like, he's way more motivated versus like Lobo is more a like for the hell of it kind of guy. Just generally speaking, his personality is like that. So that's why I think Ghost Rider. But I do like the idea of Ghost Rider like doing the anguish thing to him and Lobo going so
right.
Like that's adorable.
He just sees it and he's like.
Yeah. I don't. Well, the other thing we didn't mention is Lobo. He's very good at strategy because he's actually very smart and logical. When it comes to, well, again, with dirty fighting, like he'll think of something just awful that the other guy would be like, wow, that's kind of fucked up. So.
What do you think?
I don't know.
Why do you do that in front of comic books? Your lid could come off at any moment.
I kind of just picture Lobo ripping off Ghost Rider's head. Like,
that's what I'm saying.
Lobo definitely has a strength advantage.
Yeah, and I think that the strength advantage would offset the fight so fast that it would be hard for Ghost Rider to recover. But I'm not sure that Ghost Rider can die.
I don't think he can.
So it's kind of like, I think Lobo would win the fight, but then he'd just progress to lose the fight.
No, when you said that, I picture him like Ghost Rider does whatever he does, and Lobo like looks at him and like walks over and like rips his head off and like throws it into space. Yeah. Go catch it, Ghost Rider. Like, I can picture that really well.
He would.
Yeah.
But then, so it's like Ghost Rider might lose the fight, but he'd win the battle. Yeah. So, I don't know.
Also, Ghost Rider doesn't have any control of his emotions or anything. He's just, like, super pissed all the time. Yeah, Lobo's a bit more even keel.
I feel like the pissedness would be his advantage.
The pissidosity?
The pissidosity.
Sometimes.
The pissification.
These are good suggestions tonight, though. These are all
pretty
good. These are great.
You guys are on
what do you guys think? We still got 3 more votes to go.
I would honestly probably go with Ghost Rider, but only because
he can't die.
Not so much like the fact he can't die is a big part of it, but more so it's more what you said, where I do feel like Ghost Rider's that guy where he's like such and such needs to be like punished, and he's one track mind. Like he'll keep going.
He's focused.
So long after Lobo is like, okay, I'm done here. Ghost Rider's still coming after you, and that he's just gonna wear him down. Like it's gonna be a long fight, but Ghost Rider wins, I think. But only like I don't know how, because Lord knows Lobo is like invulnerable and super strong too. So I don't know. I think maybe Lobo just gives up. He's like, I'm done. Whatever.
Yeah. See, I could also picture him doing that.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
He's just over it at some point.
Exactly.
He's like, I'm done
Let
with
it be.
Just lay down. Be like, okay, you got it.
He would find like a giant hose and be like, take this, asshole. I can totally picture him doing that.
Lucas?
Ghost Rider.
Huh.
So, by majority, Ghost Rider takes it.
All right, what do you say? We have like roughly 10 minutes left in the show.
Let's do
Shall
Watchtower.
we move on to the Watchtower?
What's the Watchtower?
I shall relinquish the comment.
Guys, it's the Watchtower. That means we get to BS for the rest of the time that we're here, but we get to BS about stuff that you want us to BS about.
Comic book related.
So you got like 10 minutes.
Or
so
not.
What should we BS about?
What do you want to talk about in the
What
comic
else?
book world?
What else?
You can talk about this one.
I have an
Or that
announcement
one.
to make.
Ooh.
Oh.
This is my last episode
What?
of the month.
I was about to say, I was like, what?
As soon as you said that, I was like, wait for it.
That was a good psych.
I think I'm gonna cry. That was so upsetting. I can't do the rest of the show. Like, Lucas,
You
don't
knew
do
this.
that to Mom
you
and
knew
Jen.
this. I'm just
I
reminding
do
you.
that to Mom
This
and
is my
Jen.
last episode.
Everybody said, what?
Yay. Yeah. One yay. Yay.
And then the other was like, sandwiches.
Teutonic Drone wants to talk about how Hal Jordan is a terrible human.
How is he a horrible human?
I guess he saw the movie.
He's pretty selfish.
There's a rumor going around right now that what's his name from Star Trek? Who
Chris
plays-
Pine?
Yeah, Chris Pine. He's up for the role of Hal Jordan.
Yeah, I'd buy
It's
that.
just a
I'd buy
rumor.
that
It could
for
work.
$1.
It's just a rumor though, so
Be a good Hal Jordan.
Well, he is right. Especially in Green Lantern right now, Hal Jordan is actually set out to become a villain, which is interesting. It's a great read.
Huh.
But
But Bucket Naked says, how about we talk about the new Robin series? Do you want to? Is it the Damien's back and everything, and he's super?
there's
super
two new
Damien?
Robin series.
Oh.
We Are Robin is one new series that's launching, and actually Scott Snyder came out this past week to talk about Batman Eternal Year 2, which is going to be focused on Robin because it's his 75th anniversary coming up.
Oh.
So there will be 2 Robin series that are coming out, and there are too many Robins now. So
Robin.
that's
Too
A
many
lot of
Robins.
Robins.
Yertle. Oh, first of all, I am D-Man says, what's up from Wales, UK. Hey, how's it going?
I might.
Oh, no.
That's not right.
That's not what they
That's
sound
not right
like.
at
That's
all.
not right.
Yertle says,
Peas and crumpets.
where does Aquaman poop? Because if it's in the ocean, where does it go? There's a lot of poop talk tonight, and I did actually picture with Crypto in my head. I was picturing like Superman with one of those little baggies, because he has to like go around
Yeah.
picking up. 'Cause
Gotta
he's a
keep
good
the Arctic
citizen.
clean.
He's a good citizen. He has to pick up the little
No one likes brown snow.
crypto poop in little baggies.
Little known fact, Atlanteans actually have reverse toilets that go pipe up to the land, and that's where tar pits come from.
That's
There you go.
hilarious.
A lot of
The
people
more
don't know
you
that.
know.
Science.
Science rules.
Well,
Infinity
Beams,
Gauntlet taught me
Beams
that.
2015 has asked a couple times throughout the show, which comic book series between Marvel and DC is the greatest of all time?
Oh fuck.
Oh,
Which could be a
man.
good question to end it out with. If you guys want to start to think about it very quickly while it's on your guys' mind, I have one more bit of news. I forgot to mention this. Today is 3/11 Day. It's the first time that I have ever not worn a comic book show shirt on the comic book show. I'm wearing one of my 3/11 Day shirts. I went to Las Vegas a couple years ago. I love 3/11. So I hope you guys at least listen to a 3/11 song tonight. Down. It's probably the first one that comes to mind. It's late now, so maybe Amber. Summer of Love. Just thoughts. Celebrate the holiday with
I love
me.
that you matched the song and mood to the time of the day.
Like I
It's
am
lovely. It's lovely.
hung again.
So what do you guys think? The greatest
Greatest
series between Marvel and DC? That's a pretty hard question.
I think I think there'd be a strong case for Nightfall because of the way it's iconic, or the death and return of Superman.
That's probably it.
Yeah, that's probably
Because I mean,
never
that's the
mind.
most iconic
It
and the
is.
most remembered and the most like talked about.
Yeah.
Even
And
like
it was a
my
game
grandma
changer.
was like, "They killed Superman."
But
Yeah.
it's not as good as some stuff.
It's the
No.
most iconic, but definitely it doesn't necessarily hold up.
If we're talking about like story,
Yeah.
I would say Kingdom Come. I
Kingdom
love
Come's a good. Yeah,
that
that's
book. Is so
Kingdom
good.
Come's amazing.
That is
Oh my God.
when you see Superman and like he's holding a tractor.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
that is he's got a farm.
Yeah.
So good.
I like the look of contemplation on Lucas's
There's just
face.
so many.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
can
there's
tell
a good
exactly
one,
that
yeah.
he's being
But Kingdom
overwhelmed
Come's
right now.
a good place.
That's a good one. What about you, Matt?
I don't know. See, I mean, Jennifer always points out that I'm like the contrarian, and in this case, it's kind of true because Death of Superman, though it was great, it was the first stupid thing that started heroes dying and coming back.
Right.
Where it was
a
like,
big
oh,
deal.
they could all just die and come back and it's fine.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
though it was a great series, it kind of had lasting repercussions that didn't make comics so good. Same thing with
Oh, good
Nightfall
point.
and
Good point.
Yeah.
I mean the same thing with a lot of these. Like Infinite Crisis was phenomenal. George Perez, amazing art, but then again at the same time it started to make it okay to have these mega crossovers, and they've just gotten worse and worse and
Yeah.
worse.
More like convoluted.
So I mean, as far as longest lasting and most impactful, maybe action or detective, because they've been around forever and they've created so many different characters and told so many unique stories. But that's
Oh, you're going with series and not like
800 issues.
you're not going with like story arc.
Well, he said series.
Oh, okay.
So I don't know. I mean,
Oh, then if it's series, okay.
yeah.
I know.
So that's when it kind of is like, I don't know. I mean, I guess if we're going with story arcs, if you want the Justice League, I still really like the Identity Crisis, Brad Meltzer's first
It's a damn good one.
comic series, because it took characters that
Identity
you didn't
Crisis
know
is
who
good,
they
yeah.
were, and you made them love. It made
Yeah.
you love them.
Yeah.
If you're going Batman, probably No Man's Land, because it broke
Man's
Batman
Land's
down to
good.
nothing and let him start over
Yeah, but
in a non-reboot kind of way.
That's
but
your
I
favorite.
I feel like No Man's Land as well. That's actually probably the reason why we're dating. To be absolutely honest.
Oh, Greg Rucka.
Yeah, we're both very like that's probably where we connected and continue to connect is just over that.
Wait, so when you guys were like, I hate you, No Man's Land?
Yeah, that would be
No
like
Man's Land.
No
And they're like,
Man's Land.
I said,
Let's go to
what
dinner.
about Greg Rucka's No Man's Land? And she said, I guess I remember the book. And as I said, I recall we both kind of liked it. And then she said, well, that's the one thing we got. And the harmonica comes in.
It's sad because that's
The
the
one
one thing
thing
you
we've
got.
But I would say like even though you and I like it so much and yeah the story's amazing, I don't think it's iconic. I don't
And
think
that's tragic. I think it should be.
most people
so.
we have to explain what No Man's Land is, right? Like remember when there was a big earthquake? I'm like, oh, I kind of remember that, but it was awesome.
No, you know what actually the best series is? Let's not lie. It's Green Team.
Green Team.
Biggest
I quit. I'm going home.
fan
That's it.
ever.
Lucas, what do you think?
Uncanny X-Men. Whenever anyone asks me what's a good book to what's a good starting point, I always say go back all the way to X-Men #1, and because they have them in collections. They have them in collections. They have them in collections.
Which X-Men #1 are you talking about?
Okay.
Uncanny
X-Men
X-Men
#1.
1963. Start from there. You get
Start
Stan Lee starting out.
50
Jack
years
Kirby,
ago.
but it gets better. You get Chris Claremont, John Byrne. It's just Joe Madureira, my favorite artist, drew for Uncanny X-Men. It's just yes. And right now in Uncanny X-Men, Cyclops is a badass, and he's my #2.
Yeah.
He's your
Someone
favorite.
someone actually asked, did we get yours by the way? You
No.
did concur that Kingdom Come was
No,
great,
Kingdom,
but
yeah. You know, it's funny though because just thinking about it, and I guess it's not technically a series, but it's enough comics there that I think I would go with actually I was gonna say Age of Apocalypse. Like I feel
Yeah,
like-
if we were gonna do by arcs, I
Yeah.
was like Age of Apocalypse. I was thinking Grant Morris's run on New X-Men, and also Josh Whedon's Astonishing X-Men.
Oh yeah, Astonishing X-Men is so good too. But yeah, I think I would go Age only because it was written to end the X-Men books, and
I learned that from this guy.
it would have been a fitting
Interesting.
end. It was awesome. Like it's just characters doing ridiculously cool things, great stories, fun art, and I'm just like, yeah, I think, but yeah, it's there's so many to pick from. It's tough. I'm sorry. I'm gonna say Age of Apocalypse and be done.
Yeah, it's kind of like that question is like, what's your favorite movie? You're like, what type of movie? Like, we were talking about horror movies or action movies.
No,
Yeah,
X-Men
it
Days
was-
of Future Past, X-Men 2, X-Men First Class. I can keep going.
You are so unpredictable.
Well, 12 Bench says best Marvel storyline ever, Wolverine dying, right, Lucas? Right?
It was a really good story, yeah.
oh, thwarted. Your attempts at trolling him didn't work. Someone asked you if you could name your top 15 favorite X-Men in order.
Yeah, I saw that 12 Branch asked that. I think I might make that a video on our Facebook. So
Oh, there we go.
check it out, like our Facebook. I know 12 Branch is already
Oh,
there.
well, we should point this out, guys. Due to the tyrannical order of Matt. No, I'm just kidding.
This was a group thing. We all decided. You think I'm
Where-
special?
Tyrannical order.
if
that's
you
quite a
like the...
statement.
I would join that.
Jennifer, it's not your turn to talk right now.
Hey, who do you think this show is? Okay, it's my show. You're not me. I will murder you.
If you enjoy the host of the comic book show, I don't know why you would, because of that shenaniganery.
Shenaniganery.
Everybody
Good
on
word.
the cast is actually taking the time to make little quick 90 seconds or shorter videos to post to Facebook. No rules whatsoever. Some of them have talked about their favorite comic, the first comic they ever read. Wes does
I gotta
things.
change it up.
Wes does things in his car, films it, and then puts it on our Facebook.
No,
so.
he hasn't done that
Not
yet.
yet.
He hasn't
okay.
put them up.
I'm
on
gonna
Facebook
do the
yet.
car thing, but I like you have a good point about the news, so I'm coming at it at a different angle.
I think I'm gonna show off my collection from the Warner Brothers store.
Oh,
That's what I'm gonna do. Yes, so
So you're
that's
gonna
be my
enjoy
fir-
Cribs with Jennifer
That's
Zach.
gonna be my first video. Is how obsessed I am with the store that no longer exists. So how about that?
Sad face.
And you did a video about
I
No
did
Man's
two
Land.
videos. I did one about No Man's Land. I did one about what was going on down in the garage. Bow chicka bow wow.
If this show was Justice League, Jennifer would be Lobo. Yeah, probably.
Interesting.
The comparison is quite apt.
Interesting.
Quite apt.
D. Luffy Boy has been saying several times he needs to settle a bet. Ultron versus Darkseid. Let's not even discuss it. What do you guys vote? Ultron, Darkseid.
Dark side.
Darkseid.
Dark side.
Dark side.
There you go. So we
Done.
saw that you suggested it. And guys, for the rest of you who didn't get your suggestions in during the Infinity Gauntlet, you can post them on our YouTube videos, the bite-sized episodes on Stanley's World of Heroes. You can post them on our Facebook. You can tweet them at us or come back next week. We love hearing your guys' suggestions. It always takes a little while to warm up, so if you guys are here when it starts, we can get hopping into it faster.
We'll hop right into it.
We'll hop right into it. Indeed.
Viewers should do their own book presentations as well, says VTAC.
Oh,
We've
I
had
like
that before.
That's cool. And then tag us. Tag the comic book show. Post your
Oh,
videos
like,
of your
okay,
favorite
yeah.
stuff, and then tag the comic book show, and we will go on and we'll comment and say like, "You're so wrong." No, I'm just kidding.
Like, what are you, an idiot?
The 12 Man's just requested Kingdom Come just for me from his local library. That's awesome.
Aw,
Great book.
awesome.
And the art is
Wait.
unparalleled.
Wait, there's
That's
a library still in this country? Where is this Phantom Library?
There actually are more libraries this year than there have been in the past decade. They keep opening up.
Jennifer.
Libraries are doing very
Interesting.
well.
And they're all filled with the Harry Potter books. Spy Scout wants to know what would make the best comic book based video game. Ooh.
Age of
Batman.
Well, we have, where did it go? Oh no, Nightlife 334 is taking off. Nightlife, always good.
Hi,
Thank you so much
Nightlife.
for contributing to the
Minute
comic
50.
book show.
I would
best
want to see
comic
a.
book-based video game
Well, we
character.
played that Watchmen video game that was really interesting.
Yeah.
It was.
Oh,
just,
the episode thing?
yeah, you just walked around as Owlman and
Rorschach?
Rorschach, just like punching people into prison.
I had
But-
the demo for that.
I would love to see a Dr. Manhattan video game where it's just a side scroller and he just walks and things just vaporize in front of him.
He does this. He opens his hand. Everything explodes and then says, "Game over. You win."
You know what would actually be really cool? And I'm not even a big Green Lantern fan, but if they made, like, do you guys play Scribblenauts?
Nope.
If
Yeah.
they made a Green Lantern game where you could will anything you thought of into the game, that would be the coolest thing.
That'd be pretty cool.
Aquaman video game?
You know what would be a terrible game, guys? First person Daredevil game on the
On the Oculus?
on the Oculus.
Okay, you are playing the new game.
Wait,
I think it's off. No,
saying
no,
that.
you're in the game.
wait, but you know what?
Give me
though?
$40.
I'm playing it right now, guys.
Here's,
Okay, right now.
you know what's funny though?
Guys, it looks
is
amazing.
If they gave you radar sense, that would be awesome.
That
though.
would be cool.
I know, because like if it's
Yeah.
black,
30
and then all of a
seconds.
sudden like you just get like the lines, or whatever.
That's pretty
all
cool.
of a sudden, the Daredevil game's not so dumb.
Yeah, that's true. That is true.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
20 seconds.
Well, guys,
Oh.
thank you so much for joining us here at Twin Galaxies Live, the comic book show. We're here every Wednesday night from 9 p.m. PST until 11 p.m. PST. You can check out our bite-sized episodes on YouTube for Stanley's World of Heroes. You can also be sure to check us out on Facebook, Twitter, and obviously every Wednesday night right here. Be sure to check out our sponsor, House of Secrets in Burbank, or go online to the House of Secrets website and buy No Man's Land, because why not?
Twin Galaxies.
No, really, it's because there are 1,000 people watching, and we cut to commercial, and that kind of sucks. So we'll keep it going for a little
Hey.
bit longer.
Welcome to Comic Book Show After Hours.
I thought this was Lucas D. Claude.
Nope.
Yeah.
That got
Yeah, it is.
canceled. That
Lucas
got
D.
canceled.
Claw?
That was
It used to
canceled.
be a real thing.
Oh,
It's not
remember
anymore.
Neo?
You remember that, don't you?
Do you have the lower third for that?
No.
The lower third for Lucas
For
D.
Lucas
Claude.
D. Claude?
Why?
I'm sending it, and it's Lucas D. Claude.
Comic book After Hours.
Comic
So
Book
we'll
Show
just extend the
After.
we'll extend the watchtower just a little bit longer. Honestly, the promotion probably isn't going to go that much longer, But if there's anything comic book show related that you guys want to talk about,
Oh, this is basically an extended watchtower.
it really is. It's an extended watchtower.
Behind the scenes.
There was a question that I saw that I thought was really interesting. What is your best Stanley cameo?
Your favorite Stanley cameo. That's a
favorites.
really good question.
The one from the Hulk, where he got the soda with the blood. That was the best one.
No, the one from
That was a
Big
good
Hero
one.
6.
Yeah, that's a good
That was
one.
a pretty good one too.
My favorite is from Thor: The Dark World, where he's in the loony bin and he wants his shoe back. Can I have my shoe?
That was pretty good.
I like the Hugh Hefner one.
Yeah, that was,
Iron
that was a
Man?
good one.
Yeah,
That was a good one.
Yeah.
Oh, and Mr. Laka Laka brings up the Mallrats one.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
also
pretty
right.
God,
That wasn't really a cameo. He had like a.
No, that was
Yeah,
that was
part.
like a featured part. I don't know.
It's really good in Ultimate Spider-Man cartoon as the janitor.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he was in the '90s cartoon. The
Really?
very
I
last
know it's
episode.
Oh, I didn't make it that far.
It was.
What?
I gave up on the show before then. They went and did the Spider-Verse thing with like, and I didn't,
Oh,
because
that
at the time the comic books were going with the Clone Saga,
Yep.
but the cartoon was like, it was going with an alternate Clone Saga almost, where there, and I
I
couldn't
will
do it,
send you
so.
a link that has every episode. Free to watch, and it's not illegal.
Wow, that's awesome.
It's a lot of stuff you just promised.
Yep.
He made a cameo in the
Yes.
'70s Hulk show.
Thank you.
Yeah, the trial of the Incredible Hulk.
Neo, I'm sending you a lower third.
Lucas, here's something interesting to go off of what you just asked. Do you know the
You got it.
the backstory or the origins of why Stan Lee is in all of the Marvel shows, movies, everything?
Why?
Yeah, do you know why?
Because people want to see him.
No, like
Stan Lee.
legally and like there's like, in a contract or.
Oh, you mean? Are you trying to say why he's not in the Fox films anymore?
Right.
Okay. I don't want to go into that on the camera. I don't know if that's public knowledge.
Okay.
I like Mr. Laka Laka's answer. He says it's because Stan Lee is actually Uatu, the Watcher.
Yeah, no, I read that. I read that theory. That is such a good theory where he's basically, yeah, he's like, he's an agent in all of the little movie.
That has been
universes and
denied,
stuff.
though.
But it's awesome. It's such a great little theory. Love it.
I showed Lucas 2 weeks ago. I showed you Kirby Crackle, the band. They
Oh, yeah.
sing a bunch of nerd music, and they actually have a like 80s-esque porn theme of Uatu. And I think the chorus is, "Can I watch you? You can watch me too. You can call me Uatu." And I was like, "Ah, that's pretty clever. All right, very good." So, do we have any more pirated clips of movies to show? We don't have any pirated clips of movies.
Pirated clips.
I think he was talking about the trailers that we played earlier.
Those aren't pirated. They're on YouTube.
It's not back.
Those are
That's
publicly
the zero.
available. So.
It is not back.
Is it back?
Nope.
Uh,
Not. Oh, it is!
All
I
right,
take
Lucas,
over the
where are we
comic
going
book
with
show.
this? It's all you.
V should be capitalized.
Mr. Laka Laka really wants Havoc versus Jubilee. I don't know enough about either one to ring in.
Oh,
Okay,
we could
give it
tell
to
you about
Havoc.
them.
Give it to Havoc.
I mean, I
It
know
depends though. If is it Vampire Jubilee?
Either one.
that- Okay, well,
Havoc
that-
has it.
Vampire Jubilee can take Havoc,
He has solar energy.
but he can't hit her.
Yeah, he can.
Good. Not Vampire Jubilee.
Okay, his powers like go like that.
This.
See,
How
that's-
is she gonna dodge
it's like-
everything?
You know, Havoc is Scott is friggin' one of the Summers brothers. He's Cyclops' brother.
okay.
He both Havoc and Cyclops actually absorb like ambient radiation or cosmic radiation or whatever, and like they how they manifest it. You know, he does it through his optic blast, and then Havoc does it through. What are those?
Yeah, the
What are his blasts
black
like
and
actually
white
called?
Okay, like his.
Yeah, he does like a headdress type thing. Yeah, at least not all the time though. But yeah, yeah.
That's the one I
Like-
know.
What are they called? Like
The movie Fantastic Four, First Class, kind of got it right. Like, Havoc really can't control his powers
Right.
without his suit.
right.
So what was your question?
I was gonna say, what are the blasts actually that he projects from his hands? Like, what is it actually? Just just refocused cosmic radiation?
Kinetic energy?
I don't think it's kinetic energy. I think it's like
wait. Mr. Laka Laka says Jubilee basically has nuclear. Oh, sorry. I thought he was talking about Havoc, but he
Yeah,
says
no.
Jubilee has nuclear fission.
not really though. See, that's the thing. Like Jubilee. If you're talking about like standard Jubilee, she definitely can't beat Havoc because standard Jubilee only has like plasmoid type like light
effects. Like it's basically they're basically like biological fireworks, and there's like some force to them, but not enough to really like. She basically has a much weaker version of what Havoc's powers are, but she got bitten by a vampire. And became like a vampire.
Well, she didn't get bit by a vampire. A vampire exploded near her.
Oh, that's
blood
true.
Got on her.
You're right.
Right.
That is how.
Well, here's my thing. The Jubilee, I remember, ran around in a yellow trench coat.
Right.
And she made fireworks.
Right.
And if she's a vampire now, she's creating light around herself.
No, she doesn't have her
which is like
powers.
a bad thing around vampires.
That's true, but
So I'm going with Havoc. That's my logic.
See, it's like the Jubilee that becomes the vampire actually lost her powers first.
Oh.
Yeah.
So she had no.
She lost them during M Day.
Right, during the M Day
Okay.
event.
Oh, yeah.
So she had no powers, and then the vampire exploded, and so she got all these vampire powers, and has no.
You see that?
Better than nothing.
Ganapets, welcome to the comic book show. He says that Havoc generates powerful plasma blasts, an ability that he has difficulty controlling. So I guess it's plasma?
Yeah, that makes sense. So yeah, so it's plasma. Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like Jubilee's like a vampire. She has like all types of vampiric powers. Has regenerative abilities. It's like I don't think Havoc can take that version of Jubilee.
Jubilee is in the all-female X-Men book.
Yeah.
And she somehow got her firework powers back.
What?
She's still a vampire, but she's right here in this panel in the daylight, and nothing's happening.
Yeah.
I don't know if she's, has sunscreen on or what, but...
Yeah, I know that she can...
One of them Twilight
She's a
vampires.
daywalker.
Like in the...
Sparkly.
In the
She already is
Marvel...
sparkly.
In the Marvel universe, it's like the kind of vampires that if they cover up enough, they're okay. Like, like like the vampires that can wear hoodies out.
So like Edward.
They're just sensitive.
Like
no,
whichever.
he doesn't.
Edward had to stay in the shade. If it was sunlight, he would go on trips with his family.
You know way too much about that.
I was married to a girl obsessed with Twilight.
Oh, we
as
talking
much
about
as I
Twilight?
was-
I was like,
X-Men.
He gets a
Edward
free
who?
pass. He gets a free
I
pass.
was like, Scissorhands?
He was he was subjected to it by a wife.
Yeah, I was forced.
I'm so sorry.
So sorry, man.
Yeah.
Didn't know that was in his past.
Yeah. It's in my past.
Have you guys ever had, and this is a question for the chat too, have you guys had any, did you name any pets after comic book heroes?
Yes. I had a cat named Feral that was named after the female character, God bless you, from X-Force.
Nice.
Who was like a cat woman. She had a sister that had the same powers
Nice.
named Thorn, if I'm not mistaken.
Thorn.
But yeah, I named Feral. I had a turtle too. I mean, technically it's a comic book character, even though a lot of people don't associate. But I also had a turtle that I found out was female, and so I named her April.
Aww.
But I wanted to name the turtle Leonardo, but it turned out that
My favorite one.
oh yeah, Leonardo's the man. But it was a girl, and I was like, oh well, I guess I'll name her April.
That's cute. That's really cute.
Yeah.
Matt has a dog named Makita, which I'm pretty sure is
Nice.
after that.
Yeah, after the Red Star character. Makita.
Nice.
I have a rabbit named Ace.
Oh, that's cool.
After the Bat Hound.
Yeah.
And another rabbit named Isis, but then Isis had to go and ruin that. Isis, after Catwoman's cat, Isis.
Oh, okay.
I had
Yeah.
two mice. I named one Splinter,
Nice.
Yeah.
and I named the other one Mr. Terrific for no reason.
Mr. Terrific.
Oh,
For
that's so
no
cute.
reason.
Was it a black mouse?
I'm not even like a big fan of the character. I was just like, your
Yeah.
name's Mr. Terrific.
No one is.
And I'm 11 years old, and you're named,
Mr. Terrific.
and I have to pee. I'm gonna be back.
I actually, myself and my girlfriend. Oh, nice. Wow, it's a beautiful dog.
You
My
can't
girlfriend and I rescued 2 cats,
see- No, don't show them.
and we named one Selena after Selena Kyle,
That's cool.
Aw,
and then we named the other one Boston after Boston Brand.
cool.
Yeah,
That's cool.
because he was like white, like Dead Man.
Oh, Mr. Lakalaka says shout out to Kevin Smith for naming his daughter Harley Quinn.
Yeah,
Shout
that's
out
pretty
to Nick
Yeah.
Cage for naming his son Kal-El.
That's
Shout out
hardcore.
to Isaiah Mustafa, who also named his
Yep.
daughter after Harley Quinn.
His daughter's name's Harley.
I have a friend
Wow.
who named his daughter Kara.
Really?
Oh, after Supergirl.
I've been saving my comic book names that I wanted for actual humans. But that
Like
doesn't-
random humans?
Well, I mean, for like my offspring.
Got it.
But that doesn't look like that's gonna happen.
What?
Why
So,
would you say that?
my
You're not-
penis got cut off. It happens.
What?
It's life in LA. But my dog now, his name is Tobias. I named him after Tobias Funke from Arrested Development. And my my dog back at home, Jack, I named him after Jack Bauer from 24.
That's
funny.
cool.
So you name after TV characters.
So what would you name your kids?
Yeah.
I was saving Xavier Logan.
Nice.
Wow. That's cool.
And then Dokken Logan.
No,
After comic book
not-
show, you might not want to use that one.
not Dokken.
Docking.
You're gonna name him Dokken?
Dokken. Wolverine's son.
No, but
I
he's
know,
not
but
good.
He's weird now.
He was
He's
never
missing
good.
an arm and
he's
he's missing an eye. And
It's
weird.
actually was going to talk about
It's
it.
funny
We went to
because
another round.
because
No one can really understand what the hell is going on with him right now.
He has a mohawk and a tattoo. And he's Wolverine's son.
see, it's funny though because I actually had the same thing. Like I wanna, but I went the opposite route, kind of where I would like to name one of my. Well, I don't have any kids, but if I had a son, I would love to name him Nathaniel Xavier. And
Cool.
Nathaniel after Cyclops'
Stable.
son, yeah, and then Xavier because he's Xavier. That's awesome.
There are some great comments up there. Real quick, Wolf Knox 1981 says, I have 2 dogs. One is called Harley, and the other one is named Platypus. Lunchbox Man, or Lunch B X-Man, we'll go with that one, says, my dog is named Wookie.
That's awesome.
And then Top Boy 339 says, I had a tortoise that was named Speedy. I thought I had 1 tortoise for 4 years. I recently found out that my parents had to buy 5 because they kept running.
Wow.
Aww.
Why did he not recognize that it was a different turtle?
He's a little kid. All
That's
these
very
celebs-
speciesist.
I have another friend who named her daughter Phoenix, which that's the name I wanted if it was a girl.
Oh, that's
But
cute.
I killed it instead.
I like
Life in LA, guys. Life in LA.
12 fan says, I'm gonna name my kid Magneto and pretend I don't understand the reference.
That's funny.
like the stuff
It's like,
that happens
what?
in the world, the Magneto effects.
Who do you think the woman at the end of Grayson was?
We're not supposed to talk spoilers anymore on the
Ooh,
show.
bucket
It's probably
naked.
bisexual.
I loved the end of Grayson. They, like I very briefly hinted at, there's another agent that's never been revealed. Really excited to find out who it is. But the whole point of the book is to kind of try and saying like, hey, look, we never found out who Spiral was. It's not the names who are important, it's what they do. So I don't know who she is, but I'm excited to read more.
It's a good book.
Beam says one more question, and what's funny is I actually read this wrong the first time I read it. He says, who is the strongest character ever of all time between Marvel or DC? I read it as who's the strangest character ever,
Doctor
which would
Strange.
also be an interesting question. But who's the has it been established who's the absolute end-all be-all
Like
strongest,
physical?
like most powerful, I'm imagining.
Oh.
I think I could still go with like I know back in the day Wizard kind of answered that question or tried their best to answer that question, and their answer was Silver Surfer. If you take out like cosmic deities and all that kind of stuff, Silver Surfer is what they went with because he's like, as far as like physical, he's like like you basically can barely hurt the guy, and then he has like basically reality altering powers, and
heard that
like
too.
powered by the power of cosmic. So it's kind of like,
I've heard that argument too. That
yeah, it's like
Silver
kind of like
Surfer-
you can't really do anything to him. But I don't, but there have been other people that have been created since then. So
Yeah, the chat is taking it in different directions. Teutonic Drone, welcome to After Hours at the Comic Book Show for Lucas D. Claude. He says the Anti-Monitor is the strongest.
That's
and
what
then
I was
that
gonna say.
almost immediately followed by the One Above All is the strongest in Marvel, and
Right.
the
See-
Presence is the strongest in DC.
yeah, see, like the one above all is like beyond the cosmic entities and everything, but it's basically like thought of as like the hand of Jack Kirby, like like it's like the creator in, so like it's all meta, you know what I'm saying, where it's like it's like us. So of course we're stronger than the comic books because like they're not even in our reality, but it depends on what you're talking
What
about.
lies are you trying to spill?
No, it's true.
Comics are real, guys.
As real as pro wrestling.
Yes.
Who do you guys think is the strangest? Like, what's the strangest character?
Dupe.
Creeper.
Dupe. Dupe.
Dupe is pretty weird.
Dupe is pretty weird. Is
Did you
Dupe
say the
on
Creeper?
Kitty
I
Pryde.
love the Creeper.
He's not the strangest. He's
not
just
normal.
wacky.
He's not normal.
But he's as wacky as Deadpool.
is
Probably not as wacky. Probably not even wacky. Not wackier than Deadpool.
is Dupe stranger than Maggot?
Yeah.
Maggot's pretty
Yeah.
strange.
Matt has a pretty encyclopedic knowledge of weird, obscure characters.
And I'm trying to do the dredges of like
Yeah.
Ambush Bug and Captain
Yeah.
Carrot, and
Yeah.
it's getting to the point of like, man, I don't know, maybe Green Team.
Green tea.
Like, as an honest answer, they were pretty fucking weird.
Oh, yeah.
They had these magical suits that maybe made them Power Rangers, and they maybe fought their dad, kinda, sort of, but
Right.
maybe it wasn't. And then they tried to buy the name, the Teen Titans. And
Right.
that whole series was fucking weird.
really
Like,
bad.
And the real question is, how did this get published?
'Cause
So
that's
I
the
guess
weird thing.
thinking about it now, but maybe Green Team is the weirdest.
Green tea is pretty weird.
It's a weird concept, yeah.
It's the Matrix, but it's Batman.
Guys, we got 2 new likes from when we started the show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's have a like party. So everyone at
Like
home,
party.
invite all your friends to like the Facebook.
Like
the
party.
comic book
Did I
show
do that
Facebook.
or not?
Yes, you did. You invited all 3 people that are your friends.
Yeah.
Who are us?
Yeah,
He
but
said I was on.
100%. Well, what do you say, Neo? Does it look like it might be time to cut to commercial?
All right.
I mean, does it look like it? Yeah, that's
Yeah,
good.
we're done.
You guys, we gave you a little bonus time tonight. Thank you so much for joining us for the comic book
Yay.
show. Now for Realsies commercial time. See you
Bye-
next time,
bye-
Wednesday, 9 p.m.
Boobies.
Twin Galaxies.